It's time to babble the fuck on. It's Hollywood Babble-On with your hosts, Kevin Smith and Ralph Garman.
No bigger star in the headlines this week than Justin Bieber himself. We've been featuring him every week. No. Trust me, we all in this room hate him. There's no need to voice your disapproval. We've been talking about him so much that we've talked about the fact that we need a jingle for this segment.
You have one?
Well, the fans have gone nuts. The listeners have gone crazy and been sending in a ton of jingles. I've sifted through most of them. I came to these three.
Ooh.
So we're going to take a listen to a couple of them and see what you think. Here's the first one from Jim Laskowski. He wrote this one.
Ralph and Kevin.
Yeah, that's maybe a little long for
a little
our
on the long side, no?
Let me fix this one from Buzz Compton. Buzz Compton from Germany.
Yeah, I'm very hip over here.
Yeah. I am Buzz Compton, and everyone thinks I'm very cool here in Germany.
Yeah, he's the hippest of all of us.
That's right, because my name is Buzz. I'm like one of the American astronauts, you know.
But he's straight out of Compton.
That's right. And I'm totally right, but, you know, the name Compton makes you think of the Schwarzes, you know?
The crazy motherfucker named Ice Cube.
Here's Buzz Compton's jingle for Bieber.
Bieber.
That's it. You missed it while you're being rude, laughing at Germany. That's what happened. Can we replay that one for people who are rude and laughing at Germany, James?
Bieber.
That's it.
Brevity being the soul of wit, man. That's the strong contender.
Yeah. And Rich Williams from London and Birmingham in the UK, he said it would be a great honor if you'd use this in the Pop Scrotum's news section. Remember we were calling Bieber the Pop Scrotum? Here's Rich's.
Justin Bieber. Nobody fucking needs ya. Wanna know why? I'll tell you why. 'Cause you're a little cunt.
I think the people have spoken.
They have, man. That's the winner right there. Winner, chicken dinner.
Yeah. It's as if The Cure did a jingle for us or something.
Oh, my God.
Fucking Brits, why are they so much cooler than us?
It's the accent. You can whip a cunt at the end and it sounds...
'Cause you're a fucking cunt.
Yeah.
Boom.
Not even dirty.
Like Justin Bieber's all over the news this week. All over the news.
Why? He throwing up again?
I did not throw up this week. But things got even worse for Justin because people are just fucking with him now. And I, for one, am all for that. I don't know if you saw it late this week. Somebody genius went on Twitter and dummied up a tweet that looked like it was from the official Entertainment Tonight Twitter feed. This is what they put up there. Can we throw that up? Pop star Justin Bieber was diagnosed with cancer earlier this morning. Bieber fans are shaving their heads to show their support.
No.
The hashtag #BaldForBieber quickly caught fire on Twitter.
Oh, God.
Now, there has been no official documentation of any prepubescent girl shaving her head to support Justin Bieber. However, we just have to fucking hope, people. We just have to hope. Just please, God, just one of them do it. Just one. If one little girl shaves her head and goes into work the next morning. Well, I saw some photos, but it looked like it was Photoshop saying bald for Bieber. Really? One of your friends did it? Was it a girl? Oh, that's awesome that somebody actually did it. So Bald for Bieber became a thing. before the hoax was exposed, apparently there had been rumors that some people actually did it. I'm glad to hear, sir. Thank you for confirming that some Bieber fan actually shaved their head.
Is it a 4chan stunt?
It was a 4chan stunt, yeah. God bless them for the good work that they do.
A lot of weird, wonderful stuff.
Also,
and horrible stuff as well.
Yeah, so yeah. Don't get me wrong. And that's kind of horrible, but it's kind of funny because it's Justin Bieber.
Yeah, I mean, well, is it horrible? I mean, it's kind of...
If you shaved your head and then the next morning found out that the whole thing was a
You've
stunt.
learned a very important lesson, Ralph. And there's nothing wrong with that.
No, there's not. Justin also had a hard week because nude photos of his dad are being shopped around.
What?
Apparently when Jeremy Bieber was younger, he posed for an all-nude, erotic, male full-frontal photo shoot. That was Selena Gomez, too, by the way.
That was all the girls from 8th grade are here tonight, man. Ew!
Actually, Jeremy Bieber's a pretty good-looking guy. Ever seen pictures of him?
Yeah, I've seen a picture of him.
He's got a Billy Ray Cyrus kind of vibe to him. But
he actually looks like he could kick all of our asses, so we should be careful.
Yeah. They look like they were taken for a Playgirl-type magazine or something, says the source that was trying to sell the photos.
What year from?
They say younger days, so I'm guessing...
Before Bieber? Pre-Bieber?
No, probably... I got the gist of the story was probably about 10 years ago, it sounded like. I mean, the guy's not old. I don't think I think maybe he's early 40s, so apparently it was when he was in his prime. We're not there yet, sir. And there is apparently some sort of bidding war going on the internet for someone to publish the photos. Would someone really be interested in nude photos of Justin Bieber's dad?
Fuck yeah, man. They're like, see where Justin Bieber used to live.
See these balls? That used to be his home.
Totally, man.
And my favorite story of the week, we're getting out of the way early, it's another Bieber story. A man from Michigan has filed a lawsuit against Justin Bieber. This guy is fucking insane. But the lawsuit is hysterical. The man from Michigan, whose name has not been disclosed by the press, filed a lawsuit in Michigan this week, saying that he was secretly... what's his name? What's the name of the girlfriend he's going out with? Selena Gomez, right? Selena Gomez's dad. And the lawsuit reads as follows. Justin Bieber cost me $426.78 and never paid me back. This money was used as abortion money because Justin Bieber got my daughter Selena pregnant in my bedroom on my Canadian bear rug.
It's a legal document? That rocks. God bless America.
Of course it's a Canadian bear rug because that's the sexiest kind.
Totally. And very important, too.
It continues. He's also suing Usher because, and I quote, Usher came to my house on the 4th of July, 2012, and sodomized me with a firework. He lit it inside my anal area. Inside my anal area. This guy wrote his own document, as you can tell, while blaring Katy Perry's fireworks song in my ears.
Oh, my God.
I gotta admit, that got me a little hard when I heard that. That's kind of sexy. He continues with his lawsuit. Justin Bieber gave Selena an STD, and then Bieber stole my credit card to buy himself and Sean P. Diddy Combs cocaine to use in drug-free school zones. And lastly, Justin Bieber also got a penis enlargement with my stolen American Express card. He also alleges that Justin has been cheating on Selena Gomez with Kesha, Rihanna, and Penelope Cruz.
I wonder if we can all jump in on this, make it a class action lawsuit.
I would like to as well. I hope this guy wins. I'm pulling for him. Canadians hate Justin Bieber this week. Once again, America was at the forefront of a trend, and now Canada's just getting around to it. He was performing at the Canadian Football League's championship. It's kind of their Super Bowl up there in Canada, the Grey Cup, yeah. He was performing there, and he was put up on the Jumbotron, and everyone in the stadium started to boo him. They say it got worse when he started performing at halftime. They started booing them.
Oh, he was performing?
Yeah.
Well?
It was a mega show they do. It's like a halftime show.
Like a halftime show.
And he was performing a couple numbers from his record, Back Bacon, I think it's called. I can't remember. But they started booing him, and apparently he felt very depressed about the whole thing.
It's a bummer, man.
Yeah.
It's his home and native land.
It is his home and native land. And we don't want him, by the way, Canada. In case you're thinking of shipping him out, he's your fucking problem now. Justin Bieber not having a good week either. Fucking Justin Bieber. The Filipinos are threatening to ban him from entering their country. For those of you listening, you may not know, we have a large Filipino following at Hollywood Babble-On. Apparently, he posted 2 photos on his Instagram account after Manny Pacquiao got knocked out on December 8th, poking fun at Manny Pacquiao.
Okay.
Now the Philippines Congress has said he is no longer welcome in their country until he apologizes for making fun of their national hero.
Who is he, a boxer?
Manny Pacquiao? Yeah, he's a boxer.
Okay.
He's also a politician there. He's also a congressman in the Philippines.
Is that right?
Yeah.
You're making this
No,
up.
I swear to God. He's actually an elected...
and he solves crimes as well? Is
He's
this like
also
fucking
private
heart to
eye.
heart?
No, he's a world famous athlete, but he's so popular in his native country of the Philippines, he ran for elected office and won there.
Fuck outta here.
He currently holds a seat in the Philippines Congress.
What did Bieber say about him? He was just like,
Well, he posted 2 photos making fun of him, one of which is kind of funny. It was Pacquiao lying face down in the ring after he'd been knocked out, superimposed with a cartoon image of Simba from The Lion King, nudging him the way he did his dead father, Mufasa, in the movie, saying, "Wake up, Dad. Dad, wake up." See, don't it's not really the fucking lion in the picture. It's Manny Pacquiao. And so the Philippines Congress has said he will not be welcome back in the Philippines until he apologizes.
wow, man, they take it seriously, huh?
I wish he'd piss off America that way so we could ban him. But he's also pissed off animal cruelty activists. This week, the California Hamsters Association has...
That exists,
That's
Cha?
a fucking thing.
Cha?
Cha's very upset with Justin Bieber. The California Hamster Association has accused him of animal cruelty because he was in Atlanta at one of those radio station Christmas concerts they do, you know? Like my station does the acoustic Christmas show.
Cha?
Jingle Ball was in Atlanta, and he was outside with his pet hamster, Pac. And he was signing autographs, and he gave one of the believers, Pac, in a little cage, said, "Here, you can have my hamster. This is for you." And now they're furious because they say hamsters are fragile creatures, according to Cha, and they often succumb quickly to illness and death when their environment is suddenly changed. Yeah, he would have been much more comfortable up his asshole, sir, yes, where he usually stays. But apparently Pac, the hamster, they're afraid, was shocked. So the girl, in response, her name was Tori, was the fan who got him, sent out this picture of Pac, showing that Pac is alive and well. There he is.
I thought it was going to be one of those crush pictures or something.
Oh, I should have done that. What was I thinking?
Holy God.
Yeah, apparently he is alive
So
and
wait,
well.
and Cha is mad at him because he gave his pet away?
Yes, and they're furious at him. They say it's animal cruelty to give your pet hamster away to someone.
Okay, now, might I just point out to Cha that his environment, the sudden environmental change thing,
Yes.
Bieber's environment is changing like every fucking day. He's on a jet, he's on a bus, he's on a stage somewhere. Giving him to this person, that hamster would have a much more stable home life and environment.
So you're saying
Cha is wrong.
Cha is wrong, and this is like adopting a crack baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
this
hamster's
girl.
in better hands.
She
We all
really
know
is.
that.
She really is. Pac said he should have given them to a hamster rescue so they could have found a perfect home for Pac. There are fucking hamster rescues? That's
Cha?
what toilets are for, people. That's what Lindsay flushed. Now that I think about it, now I understand what the
Bieber's
problem
fan
was.
hamster.
Bieber's hamster.
Cha is such a first world organization, man, where they're just like, no, you can't give the hamster away. A hamster has to go to a way spot here.
Yes.
To someone who
A
then
foster
figure
home,
out.
a foster home
Give it
first,
up.
and then we need to interview some potential adoptive hamster parents. And then Ralph needs to come by and punch us all in the face. That's right there in their charter of their organization. Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez are back together again. That'll make some of our listeners happy.
That was quick.
They are currently vacationing in Salt Lake City, Utah, apparently. That's where they're spending their Christmas vacation. Lots of fans of Justin apparently very upset about the fact that they're back together again. One fan tweeted, "Go back to your own friends and family, Selena Gomez."
What?
Apparently she wants Selena to fuck her own family, I guess. That's what she... Get your tongue from out of his throat. wrote another fan.
They take it real personal, man.
Yeah, they do when you split up with
These
somebody.
cats that just like are so. Let me see one more time. Get your tongue from down his throat. Fucking Shakespeare tweeted her.
Get your tongue from down her throat. Thou shalt not play tonsil hockey. Anon. And another unsuspected member of the celebrity community is on the Hollywood Helper list this week, Justin Bieber, believe it or not. Now,
Wait for it.
We have to be fair. I'm with you. I think he's the spawn of Satan. But you can't deny that this week in Utah, he found out that a 7-year-old girl named Millie Flam was stricken with leukemia and had tickets to his show in Salt Lake City but could not attend because she was too busy in the hospital getting treatment.
Oh, fuck.
Her family went on the social media and let everyone know that Justin Bieber was her favorite and she was really sorry to miss the concert. He found out via Twitter, I guess, that she was going to be in the hospital, so he went out of his way to visit her at the Children's Medical Center where she was, 7-year-old Millie. He went by to visit her.
That's classy move, man. Really classy.
Family says he hung out for a while, sang to her favorite song, Baby, Baby, Baby. Oh. Gave her a guitar pick. Because, he's known for shredding. Even when he does something nice, he's a dick.
Ralph's pants are stained?
He's right, but I can't believe he can see that from here. And then he kissed her goodbye with tongue, which I thought was inappropriate.
Oh, stop it.
At 7. Here's a photo of Justin and little Millie at the cancer center.
Right on.
And he's a huge dick, but that's kind of a cool thing. He looks like Vanilla Ice. He does, sir. You're right. Before he left, he asked little Millie, "Do you have any medical marijuana?" He said before she was
smoked
7,
a blunt with her.
Didn't really know. So that's this week's Hollywood Helpers. Justin Bieber, as we mentioned, is in the news for doing a nice thing for a girl with cancer. However, he didn't do a nice thing to his bodyguard. It's another lawsuit. Moshe Benabo is the name of the former bodyguard of Justin Bieber. He is a former Israeli soldier who claims that before Bieber fired him, he beat him up.
He beat up Jason Bieber?
No, Justin Bieber. Jason Bieber could do it. But
that's his little brother. One day I'll be famous like Justin.
Justin Bieber, he claims, beat him up in an altercation before he fired him. This guy's an Israeli soldier.
I was going to say, no wonder he fired him. He's like, I beat you up.
He said before they called it quits, the Biebinator yelled at him and punched him repeatedly in the chest. Which I can only envision as like Montgomery Burns from The Simpsons punching you in the chest. Smithers. Moshe.
You do good burns.
Thank you.
Yeah, well done.
This guy's suing $420,000 in unpaid overtime. That's what he wants. Justin says he's just suing. He's just saying, making this claim because he wants to settle the money quicker than later. But if I don't care how much money you need, you don't admit that Justin Bieber beat you up.
Yeah. You try to get a job next, but you better ask for more than $400,000 because you'll never get another fucking job.
It says here that you worked previously with Justin Bieber, and that he beat you up before he let you go. All right, welcome aboard. Justin Bieber's a little pervert. That's the end of that story. No, there's proof. This week he was caught groping an underage fan. Did you see these photos?
I did see this picture.
Yeah. Now, his people are saying no. Justin Bieber was not groping the young lady. Justin is Canadian, and he had maple syrup on his hand, and it got stuck to her breast. That's what they're saying. No, they're not saying that. They're saying he was trying to hug the girl, and during the photo, he moved his hands away from the hug, and it looked like his hand was somewhere in the vicinity of her breast, but in reality, it was just a photograph poorly timed. I'll let you be the judge. Look at her face. She's like, oh, fuck. Fuck. Justin Bieber's grabbing my tit. What do I do?
I think it is more the hand moving away from.
Oh, come on, Kevin. Look, he's like giving her an examination for lumps. He's checking for tumors.
That's not a tumor.
It's not a hand sliding by. That's almost that she doesn't need a mammogram now.
If you're Justin Bieber, would you really risk it all for this girl right here?
I think he was on the scissor.
I'm not saying
he
like
was on the scissor. That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
the scissor, yo.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Another picture this week of him drinking the scissor.
Which is
codeine cough medicine.
We talked about this last week.
And
it's a
soda.
fucking flaming Mo, essentially.
That's what it is. That's right. I love the flaming Mo.
Justin Bieber's got a feud going on
With
Patrick Carney of the Black Keys. Black Keys won a bunch of Grammys last Sunday. Best rock album for El Camino, best rock song, and best rock performance for this song, Lonely Boy. You familiar with this song at all? Someone asked Patrick Carney, the drummer for the Black Keys, do you think it's right that Justin Bieber was snubbed at the Grammys this year? And he said, he's rich, right? Grammys are for music, not for money, and he's making a lot of money, so he should be happy. Well, Justin Bieber tweeted that Patrick Carney should be slapped around.
holy shit, really?
I'll get right in your face, you prick! I bring it hard from Canada. Get your dukes up. All I can imagine is Montgomery Burns from The Simpsons. I'll thrash you within an inch of your life. Smithers, knock this man down. So this set off the Justin Bieber fans on Twitter, as you can imagine.
To go after the Black Keys?
To the tune of about 50,000 tweets that came to Justin Carney. The usual stuff. You're ugly was a big one. My favorite one, hey old scary grandpa, you're a bad drummer. And this one, Patrick Carney, just die. Die! To which Patrick Carney retweeted, I will, and so will you one day. It's kind of scary to think about it, isn't it? So 50,000 Bieber fans went on the Twitter rampage against Justin Carney this week.
That is...
Simpson, eh?
Fly, my monkeys, fly.
I guess we have our answer. Who's the bigger dick between Shia LaBeouf and Alec Baldwin?
Yeah. Justin Bieber. That's the answer. Justin Bieber is the bigger dick.
Justin Bieber's in the news? Get out of here.
He's still feuding with Patrick Carney, drummer for the Black Keys. You know, they had that Twitter feud going back and forth.
We talked about it a little bit last week.
We did. Carney said that Bieber is rich, so he shouldn't mind not being nominated for a Grammy this year. Bieber then tweeted, the Black Keys drummer should be slapped around. The result of that was he mobilized the Bieber Nation. Or
all
whatever,
the believers.
All the believers. And they started bombarding this poor guy, Patrick Carney, with all these hateful tweets like, and I quote, you are a closeted gay man. Which is a hell of a thing coming from a Justin Bieber fan, by the way. Just die. And you need to be punched in the face with a brick.
I never thought of that before, man.
So now Carney is responding by, he's changed his profile on Twitter to have a picture of Justin Bieber as his avatar. And he is responding as Bieber to all the people who hate him with tweets like this one. To all my peoples, you make my life so full of swag. I swag out all day just thinking about all the swag you guys inspire me to swag with, he tweeted. So I think he got the last laugh. Maybe Bieber's pissed off because people are still talking about that guy who tried to murder and castrate him.
I remember that story, man.
In December, we talked about this criminal who was serving a life sentence in Vermont, but he hired two guys outside of the prison to murder and castrate Justin Bieber and his bodyguard. That was the big plan they had. Cops found these guys, and they intervened before they were able to act out and finish this plan. But now we have audio tapes of the guy talking on the prison phone to his conspirators, telling them about the plan to murder and castrate Justin Bieber. Which, by the way, if you're going to castrate somebody, don't you do that before you murder them? I think you're all backwards there. Here is him talking to one of the hitmen. This is the audio about how they planned to strangle and then castrate him and how they would do it.
We go over the Bieber thing with you? Nuh-uh. No, like the way I work, dude, the way I work is I like to know as little as possible. He's going to use one of the things you gave him to get him out of this, and then he's going to go take care of it. We went and we bought some, the hedge clippers.
Yeah, they got hedge clippers. That's what they were going to use to castrate.
Good God, man.
I'm with you, sir.
But it was a dude who was in prison who had no connection to him whatsoever, right?
No, he was a fan.
But no connection to him. It wasn't like, I used to work for Bieber and he screwed me over.
No, he was just a big fan.
Well, apparently not that big a fan.
He had Bieber tattoos, which in prison make you very popular, I'm sure. When you've got baby, baby, baby O over your sphincter. The O being the sphincter.
Yeah. Put swag right over the asshole.
Yes. However, they didn't say how they were going to immobilize him. That's what I was thinking. What would they use to immobilize Justin Bieber? And I was so glad someone sent me this picture this week. This is a real thing. Justin Bieber duct tape. This is a real product that you can buy. If you're putting your name on duct tape, you are asking to get apprehended and immobilized, in my opinion. Did they have Justin Bieber hedge clippers? That's what I was wondering to finish off the job.
Could you imagine you get captured and they're fucking putting tape over your mouth and you're like, oh, the irony.
Yes. My officially endorsed duct tape being used to immobilize me.
I hope it's cheap. And
Bieber's in the news. Justin Bieber. You Canadians. That's right. I said it. He's having a nightmare trip over there in the UK. Have you seen the news?
No.
First, he's celebrating his 19th birthday there in the UK. He's performing at the O2 Arena. Are you familiar with that venue? It's a huge
I
venue.
played the O2, not the arena. There's a theater adjacent that's like a 2,000-seater, but the arena is fucking massive.
He's sold out several shows in a row there at the O2.
Well, don't I feel like a dick? I was pulling out my own little concert dick, and it was like, look at mine, weep.
Yeah.
And you're like, he sold out a bunch, ba-boom.
But your run was more successful, I guarantee you. He celebrated his 19th birthday while he was there. He threw a big party at a London restaurant called Cirque du Soir, and they threw him out after an argument between his entourage and the club security. They tossed him out of his own birthday party. Then, he's performing at one of his concerts. He goes on stage 2 hours late at the concert. Show was supposed to be at 8:30. He goes on at 10:30. By the time he got on stage, many of the audience had left because they were school children. It was a school night, and the parents had to take them home because they had to get up and go to school the next morning.
Oh, that's so they couldn't see any of the show.
They saw none of the show. The Canadian kid came up with that. That almost makes up for Bieber, kid. You're all right. You got a little Bieber thing going on, actually. A little old school Bieber.
That's adorable, dude. You're going to be a big star like Mike Myers and Jim Carrey, man. Canadians' finest. You were on Degrassi? On Degrassi?
You fucking caught him in his wheelhouse.
Yeah.
We'll be here all night talking about a fucking show from Canada that nobody else watches.
Fuck you. Everyone loves Degrassi, man. You don't watch Degrassi? How many people watch Degrassi?
How many people don't watch Degrassi? You have to ask the right questions.
Fair enough.
Many of his audience were asleep in their seats when he came out on stage because they're fucking children.
That's adorable, man.
Parents were calling him a jerk. disrespectful. The best part is, even the people who watched and stayed and saw his show, he went on the air, went on the stage at 10:30 instead of 8:30. By the time he was done, it was 12:30. So they leave O2 Arena, they get to the train station.
Oh, the fucking trains.
And the last train had left, so they're stranded with their school-aged children.
It's true, because this place is fucking out there. It's not like in the middle of London where, like, hey, you catch a bus or a cab.
Right.
This fucking place is on the outskirts, so, like, you gotta hit the tube. I remember doing the show, a lot of people were like, you gotta wrap up, we gotta hit the fucking tube. Past 12:30, everyone's fucked.
Now they've got a cranky, exhausted child on their hands and no way to get home.
Shit, nightmare.
However, Bieber's I'm a Dick tour didn't end there. Thursday night, he went back on stage, and he fainted on stage, had to be dragged off stage and given oxygen while he was on stage.
Wait, did he live?
Sadly, yes.
Disappointed!
His manager, Scooter Braun, came out on stage. That's his manager's name, Scooter Braun.
Eva Braun's uncle?
That was Adolf's nickname for Eva. Was
Scooter?
Scooter, yeah. He went out on stage and said, I'm sorry, but Justin is low of breath. Apparently his manager is a Elizabethan Shakespearean character. My lord is low of breath. We bid you an on and forgiveness.
Maybe it was like, go out there and talk British to him. And he was like, all right.
After 20 minutes, he came back out and sadly continued performing. He checked into the hospital, and they said he was feeling better, apparently so much so that he was able to post a shirtless photo of himself on Instagram of him lying in his hospital bed. His douchebaggery never ends. Then he was heading to the theater again one night. Just yesterday, he was leaving the hotel, and he was trying to run to his SUV, and he gave the stiff arm to a photographer who was standing on the sidewalk trying to take a picture of him. This gentleman, seemingly of Cockney derivation, was not pleased with his behavior. Here's a little piece of video where the guy's screaming some shit at Justin Bieber, and Justin gets his man up, threatens to, and may I quote, I will fucking beat the fuck out of you, said Justin. Luckily for him, there was 27 giant bodyguards holding Justin back. Here's the video of Justin Bieber the other day. Here's a straight arm right there.
That's assault. That's assault. You're in our way. You gotta move out the way, man. He was out. You gotta move out the way. Fucking little cock. Fuck off back to America. Fucking little moron. Fuck you. What you say? You're what, man? What'd you say? You're what fucking said, right? Lose your fucking mouth. Lose your fucking mouth. Lose your fucking mouth. I'm back, you prick. I'm back, you prick. Back. Right? That's all I'm fucking little cock.
Yeah.
What the fuck you say? What the fuck you say? I will fucking beat the fuck out of you. Just hold me back. I will fuck you up. Hold me back. I will fucking kick your ass.
You're not fucking anybody up, Justin Bieber.
It was cute, though. It did pop out of nowhere. It's like a puppet, man.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, there was nobody in the car, and then just,
You want a piece of me?
It's like whack-a-mole. He just popped up, boom, he just knock him right back down again.
fucking cook. Fucking cook.
You see that photographer, too? Justin Bieber would not want to get to that guy.
Well, I mean, but
he's like a soccer hooligan. He would have headbutted him, bit his ear off.
But how fucking strong of a strong arm can the Biebs really offer, man?
Well, he's running past him. He gave him a shove. The guy's out there doing his job. I could appreciate the fact he didn't like being shoved. He didn't need to shove him to get to the car.
Yeah, but how much damage could he have possibly done? Like, I'm surprised he wasn't like, boop, and just fall backwards.
The only thing that disturbed me about the video is you hear the guy saying, fuck off back to America. He's not. Please, England, we've been allies for many, many years. Can I please set you straight on this one fact? He is, in fact, Canadian. And if he's going to fuck off back to anywhere, we would like it to be Canada. Our Canadian friends, please, nothing personal, but take your fucking shit back, is what I'm saying. I don't know what we did. Is there some treaty we broke? Do we owe you Is there some maple syrup that we owe you or something? What can we do to make amends? But please take him the fuck back.
I think our response was Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift, yeah, really.
Oh, yeah? We'll launch one as well. Mutually assured self-destruction.
Intercontinental ballistic douchebag missiles. By the way, I sometimes from time to time we have fun here on the show with people's names, like Taylor Swift, for example. We call her Tadoff Switler because she is the daughter of Satan. Porn star Kim Kardashian, which later got changed to fuck tapes Kim Kardashian. The Brits may have actually come up with a new idea and a new media tag for Bieber that I think we may start after adopting here on the Hollywood Babble-On show. Let me show you a little piece of print from, I believe it's the Sun newspaper in London. They're calling, however, the pop scrotum, they're calling him. Now in articles they're referring to him as Pop Scrotum Justin Bieber, and I do believe we're going to have to borrow that one because that's pretty strong.
It had a different connotation for me. Like, pop scrotum sounded fun. Like, I'm a pop scrotum, man. I was watching a porno. I was so hot, I pop scrotum and shit.
No.
But now it's fucking pop.
Let's take a look at the celebrity sick bay. A lot of people not feeling well this week. Rapper Lil Wayne was hospitalized yesterday. Oh, come on. Don't you love the scissorp? No! Can I get a couple scissorps up here for me and Kevin, please?
What is scissorp?
The scissorp, Kevin, is the preferred drink of some particular rappers. It's codeine cough syrup mixed with Mountain Dew.
We've talked about this.
Throw in a couple Jolly Ranchers. You got yourself a cocktail right there.
Light that shit up. It's a flaming mo.
That's right. Lil Wayne is addicted to it, so say some sources. And he went into the hospital for seizures on Tuesday to Cedars-Sinai. They let him out when he stopped seizing. And then God
bless you.
They found him unconscious in his room days later and rushed him back to the hospital. And sources say it's because he keeps downing copious amounts of scissorp, which, by the way, Justin Bieber apparently likes as well. So, fingers crossed. Can we send Justin a case? A complimentary keg of scissorp?
I just want to assure our Canadian friends, you are safe here. Just don't make music he doesn't like.
Don't make shitty music, period. Bieber in the news this week. Here's the thing. He came back from overseas, his tour, which was a fucking disaster. He passed out. He tried to punch a guy in the UK. His bodyguard had to put him back in his car seat. It was a nightmare. He gets back from there, and he gets his new Ferrari delivered to his front door because, he's got a friend of his named Lil Twist, who's a rapper, who just guzzles scissorp and crashes his Ferraris, so he had to get a new one. He gets a new one, and he starts driving around the neighborhood. He lives in Calabasas, which is, for those of you who don't know, Southern California. It's about, 45 minutes north of here. Very nice residential community. People move there to get away from fucking people like Justin Bieber. And they're living in this neighborhood, and he starts driving this Ferrari around the neighborhood 100 miles an hour at 8 o'clock in the morning. So one of the neighbors comes out. He's got 3 kids. This guy comes out and says, look, you can't drive like this in this neighborhood. There's children here. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. The car makes a horrible noise. You're being rude. Justin Bieber, again, reporting from this 47-year-old father of 3, said, get the fuck out of here. I'm going to fucking kill you, said Bieber. Well, actually, he didn't say that. What did he say? I'm going to fucking kill you. Right? And then he spits in the guy's face.
No, what the fuck, really, man? You don't get to spit in anybody's face unless you're the fucking Batman. You just killed the Joker in the Tunnel of Love.
That's
man.
Right. Those are the rules.
The only time.
I've said for many years I'd rather be peed on than spit on.
Yeah. Well, that'd be weird, man. If he was just, fuck you. Hold on, stay there.
Because that's almost funnier. That's funny. A guy whips out his penis and starts peeing on you. I can almost laugh at that. But you spit on my face, it's fucking game on at that point.
Yeah. And also, if somebody spits on you, you got no time to capture the moment. It happens and shit. Somebody peeing on you, got so much time. I'm going to vine this shit, man.
That's right. So, needless to say, Bieber's people saying, oh, that didn't happen at all. But the guy logged a complaint with the authorities. The police are investigating.
And it was Bieber. It wasn't somebody.
It was not. It wasn't one of his crew. It was Bieber. And they're looking into it, and they're investigating. And the authorities say we take this very seriously. Because not only is spitting just fucking rude.
Yeah.
But it's communicable diseases and shit. Who knows what he's got from blowing monkeys in Germany or whatever.
I didn't know that was going on.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's blowing monkeys over here, yeah.
Yeah, he took a monkey and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, I didn't see it, but he told me, yeah.
Yeah, he'd put a banana on his forehead so the monkey would come close and then blah, 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 blah. He would blow the monkey. Yeah, it's true. We saw it.
He's so fucked
We
up.
saw it. It's true.
Oh, straight out of Compton.
Bieber just came back from overseas, and in an unrelated story, it turns out the singer's pet monkey was quarantined in Germany.
He's got a pet monkey? Like
He's
Michael
got
Jackson?
he's got a capuchin monkey. Michael,
Little one.
Michael, a real fucking pop star, had a full-blown motherfucking chimpanzee who could rip your face off, kill you, then fuck the corpse.
Yeah.
Bieber, lightweight that he is, has a little capuchin monkey. Has one of those Friends monkeys. Marcel, remember the little monkey who would jump around with a fucking diaper on? Yeah. He had one of those, and he's got a tour with it, naturally, because I think the monkey is his band conductor. Shows up in Germany with the monkey, and the Germans are like,
You know what? You can't bring foreign monkeys in here.
Yeah, you can't bring monkeys.
No, because monkeys have diseases.
Yeah, monkeys are very dirty.
Yeah, and, we don't like you to bring your monkey in here and with all the shit diseases.
Ja, so nein und abschminken.
so he had to leave it behind with customs when he went into tour in Germany, and according to all accounts, he never picked the monkey up.
Oh, shit.
No one can find any mention of the monkey in Munich. No Munich monkey.
You never leave a monkey behind.
Was ist los with the Munich monkey?
Ja, das du Schminki.
He got so excited he forgets to speak English.
So, as far as we know, Bieber's monkey's still in Munich.
At large.
That's right.
Bieber's monkey at large. Right on, man.
And when Bieber was returning from Europe to the States, he left out of Poland. And there was a big deal made about the fact that while he was at the Polish airport, all the planes were facing the wrong way. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding! Oh, you fucking Polacks, you're so serious. No, he was in Poland and he was going through security and he went through shirtless with his pants down around his knees. Did you see these photos?
No.
Let's take a look at Justin going through security in Poland. I shit you not. This was not security saying, all right, son, strip down to your skivvies. He did this himself. Took off his shirt.
Look at that picture, dude. That looks like that moment from Less Than Zero where fucking Robert Downey Jr. is blowing a guy. He's like, I thought it was cool.
He took his shirt off in the limo and said, fuck it, I'm swag, yo. And he went topless into the Polish airport. He went through security with no shirt on. And you can't see it here because it looks like he's got no pants on. But these are his pants down here around his thighs. And he walked through the entire airport like that for the entire afternoon. And by the way, it was 14 degrees in Poland that day.
He must be on something, right?
Or he's missing his monkey, I'm thinking.
Yeah, he's fucking sitting there protesting the loss of his monkey by take my shirt off and jack my pants down. I imagine his pants are down like that all the time.
Yes.
Like that's where he wears them. And when he has a shirt, you don't see it.
He's got swag.
But once you take your shirt off, don't you pull your pants up?
No, not the Biebs.
So fucking
he's got
weird.
swag.
It's so like my pants come down because they can't stay up because the gut pushes them down.
Yeah.
This gentleman could easily hike straight up.
Absolutely. He could wear tight pants that are form-fitting around his buttocks, and he would be fine.
What's he rebelling against?
What do you got, man?
That's sexy.
Bieber apparently very upset this photograph has made the internet. He's also upset about the photographs from the UK which show him being put back in his car seat when he was a baby.
Yeah.
He wants those off the internet. So there's been a whole new group of people now who are putting together photoshopped photos of Justin Bieber saying, Justin Bieber wants this picture off the photo. It's become a meme on the internet. This is my favorite one. I thought I'd bring it in. Justin Bieber wants this off the internet. It's Bieber and Ray J, which is fuck tape star Kim Kardashian's boyfriend. Someone photoshopped them together and made a thing out of it. I say let that live on the internet forever.
Yeah, that is definitely photo.
Top scrotum Justin Bieber was also in the news this week.
Justin Bieber, nobody fucking needs ya. You wanna know why? I'll tell you why. 'Cause you're a little cunt.
That's right. You're a little cunt. Justin Bieber's reign of terror through Europe continues.
He's still over there?
Yeah, he went back to continue his world tour. He's going Germany, Austria, Switzerland, I believe. He's like Hitler, basically. He's working his way. Poland is next. He's going to annex Poland. He got banned from a nightclub in Vienna, in Austria, because his bodyguards were grabbing fans' cell phones and cameras and smashing them to the ground if they took pictures of Bieber inside the club. The manager of the nightclub says Justin Bieber is no longer welcome here, said club manager Joachim Bunkel. Justin Bieber is no longer welcome here. It's the only Austrian I know. It's the only thing. Yeah. Meanwhile, poor Bieber's monkey is still in quarantine in Berlin. He was doing his tour in Germany, tried to bring his monkey into Germany. Remember we talked about this last week, and they wouldn't let him in because he didn't have his monkey papers.
Where are the papers?
Yeah, where's your papers?
Where's the papers for the monkey?
Papers, mon absolutely.
Yeah, I see many bananas, but no papers.
Yeah, he sees only bananas.
So the monkey's still in the pen there, the monkey pen. You know, the famous Berlin monkey pen there at the airport.
Mein Gott, so many monkeys.
And they're waiting for him to come and pick up the monkey, but he hasn't been there. Say if he doesn't come back in 4 weeks, they're going to have to put him in a permanent step home for monkeys or wherever they go.
That monkey's not swag.
And he just left it behind, man.
And a top Austrian veterinarian, Kurt Grabenwanger.
It is.
Grabenwoger, I guess. Grabenwoger.
Could you imagine the cruel childhood that man had? Hey, Grabenwanger. Go ahead, live up to your name, motherfucker.
Don, my parents were doing this to me.
He said he examined the capuchin monkey. It's only 14 weeks old.
Aww.
He said you shouldn't take a monkey away from its family until they're at least a year. There's no way this monkey should be on his own.
And you should never take him to Germany.
No, certainly not. He said, imagine a human baby sent off on a world tour at 10 weeks. Who would allow that?
And it wasn't sent on a world tour. It was sent to German prison.
That's right. It's in a cage in Germany. Yeah. Yes. It needs a monkey Schindler. That's what it needs. It's World War II. Get the fuck over it.
Apparently it's
groaning about. And Justin's also in trouble back in New York City. They found out that he was doing illegal tattooing without a license.
Receiving or getting?
Giving tattoos without a license. He gave a tattoo to another tattoo artist. This is what he drew on the tattoo artist's leg. I kid you not, this is his work. It's a muscle-bound mouse with the word swaggy next to it. And you need to have a license in New York State. You can't do it without that. He could face a $2,000 fine and some time in jail.
Oh, some time in jail? That'd be amazing.
Wouldn't that be the best?
What do you? I'm here for killing people. What'd you do? I drew a mouse.
There's another thing he can't do is draw, apparently.
No, it's not very...
Justin Bieber this year declared himself king of the Twitterverse, Kevin. 37 million followers.
What?
37 million Twitter followers. He passed Lady Gaga as the most followed person on Twitter this year.
37? Get out of here, really, man?
Yeah.
That's fucking like he's 35 million beyond me.
However, there is a...
there are 35 million people on Twitter? And they're all following him? What is he tweeting about?
Swag. Monkeys. Cock. Here's the thing. There's a company called Social Bakers that investigates these followers, and it turns out that 53% of his followers are fake accounts.
I've heard of this. I've heard of this kind of thing.
He bought himself some followers, basically.
All right, so that puts him then where?
Reality, he has 17.8 million followers.
He's still doing all right.
That's a lot, but it's significantly less than 37 million followers.
It's true. I don't understand. There seems to be a proclivity.
A lot of people?
Yeah. There seems to be a proclivity in the business over the last 2 years. They accepted Twitter as some sort of contest where, like, you're seeing people who just jump on, like, add so many fucking followers in a way that just seems unnatural, even if everyone was really enthusiastic about that person joining Twitter. And so what they're finding more and more, I guess, the social
fake
bakers,
accounts.
yeah, it's just people, their businesses set up to create accounts and fucking follow. Somebody's job, they got out of college and shit, and their job is to sit there and fucking be like, Bieber fan 199999999. Follow.
Yeah. Lady Gaga, by her real count, they investigated her. She has 19 million, so she's actually more followed than Bieber is. Yeah, he is a little cunt. He's in Istanbul this week.
Istanbul, not Constantinople.
He's he tried to skip through customs at the airport.
He can't do that.
He doesn't need the customs. He went right to his limo, and the Istanbul people were like, "Shoot him!" I wish. No, they said, "Stop, you." And he did. They wouldn't let him leave the airport until they sorted things out. But he sat in his limo, and they made customs come inside his limo and check his passport.
Oh, really?
Wasn't Istanbul the country in fucking Midnight Express? Wasn't it?
Yeah. Oh, Billy.
It was Turkey,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Close enough, right?
Yeah.
Why did they put him in one of those fucking hellholes?
Where he makes love to a man.
Yeah. And Selena Gomez putting her tits on the glass when she visits him. Then he did his concert there. And apparently the people in Istanbul, there's a tradition there, they were so in love with Justin Bieber, they were throwing toys and scarves at him. You sound stunned. They were chucking toys and then scarves at him to show their love for Justin Bieber.
It was an honorific, correct?
And Justin walked off stage because he said, I don't want to be hit with toys anymore. And he wouldn't go back on stage until they announced in Istanbulese, I guess Turkish?
Turkish.
Stop throwing fucking toys at Justin Bieber.
This boy is very mad. Stop throwing things at him.
And then they stopped, and he came back on stage and finished his show, but he wouldn't go on while they were pelting him with goodies.
Nobody explained to him, like, this is a good thing. They like you.
I don't think he cared. He just didn't want to be hit with any more Hot Wheels.
I would have been.
He's not a big guy, really. A Tonka would take him out. It would crush him like a Range Rover falling on you. If a Tonka truck was thrown at Justin Bieber, it would literally fucking crush him. He's not big. And lastly, what about his monkey? His monkey's still in Germany, apparently.
Abandoned in Germany.
Yeah, we have him now.
Yeah, we have the monkey.
Yeah, we love him.
Yeah, we're training him to take over our country.
Top Scrotum won the Milestone Award at the Billboard Music Awards this weekend. The Milestone Award is for someone who has reinvented music, who has... Sir, must I remind you, baby, 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 oh. Thank you so much.
But just a moment for appreciation of, fuck that shit. Excellent inflection.
So he wins the Milestone Award, which shows you how fucked up the Billboard Music Awards are, first of all. But when he won, a large percentage of the audience, if you watched the show, you saw this, booed him when he hit the stage.
I've heard, I didn't see. Did you bring a clip?
I brought a clip. This is just the tail end of the booing, but I brought in the clip to show you his speech, which was very defiant. He was very pissed off that people were booing him. He was wearing his sunglasses indoors like a fucking douchebag, and he said the following.
I'm 19 years old. I'm 19 years old. I think I'm doing a pretty good job. And basically, from my heart, I really just want to say, it should really be about the music. It should be about the craft that I'm making. And this is not a gimmick. This is not a gimmick. I'm an artist and I should be taken seriously and this all this other bull should not be spoken of.
Yeah. The minute you say I'm an artist and I should be taken seriously,
You're
no
not
one's
that.
gonna fucking take you seriously.
What a little fucking dick lick, man. Like, I'm usually trying to get the dude's back or the air on the side of the question, but that is just fucking like, you got that many people booing at you and you're like, hey man, I'm only 19, remember, all this talent and money, only 19, this is a miracle.
And all this other bull shouldn't be spoken of.
Yeah.
Well, then we'll all just be quiet then. I'm sorry. Sorry, Justin. And also, Justin, you're fucking white. Little reminder, Canadian, fucking white Canadian from Canada who's white. When did he become Kanye West all of a sudden?
With the glasses?
No, because I'm an artist. And no, I should be taken seriously. And all this other bull should not be spoken of.
I think
Go Maple Leafs. Go Habs, yo.
I think any minute he's also bound to get a visit from Helen Mirren as the queen.
I dub thee, Sir Justin.
I saw your clip. You're challenged.
Meanwhile, sad news, Bieber's Monkey.
Yeah.
By the way, great band. Saw them at the Troubadour last weekend. Bieber's Monkey is now officially a citizen of Germany.
Yeah, we have him now.
Yeah, now the monkey is ours. Yeah.
Yeah, and we will love him more than that little boy did.
Yeah, they're experimenting in order to make it a super monkey.
Yeah, he's going
Take over the world.
Yeah, bionics.
Yeah.
He left his monkey in Germany, like we do. In Munich at the airport there.
They stopped him. They said this monkey can, without his papers, he kicked.
Where are your papers?
They love their fucking papers, those Germans.
Yeah, give him papers.
Yeah. They put a little banana-shaped star on his chest and put him in the cage. It was the fucking 40s. Come on. Really? Jeez, all right, Schindler.
He left it behind, though.
He left it behind. They said, you can come back and pick it up on your way out of the country. Feel free to stop by and pick up Molly, your monkey.
Yeah.
What if Molly's named after the drug?
He's like, that's how he made the drug.
We wring it out of the monkey. It's the monkey juice.
Yeah, it's good. It makes you high. You get fucked up on Molly.
So he never came back for it, and now the monkey belongs to Germany.
Now what are they going to do? Put him in a zoo?
They said no, because they're afraid that if people find out that Justin Bieber's monkey's in a zoo, that deranged Bieber fans will come to the zoo and molest the monkey because it's Bieber's. And I mean molest by, throwing shit at him and stuff. I don't mean like this kind of molesting. So they're going to put it in a primate rescue facility.
Oh, okay.
Of which I'm sure just litter Germany with tons of those. I'm sure there's a lot of apes running around.
They're like, he's the only one in there.
That's right. And it's less a reserve and more unused boxcar. That's what we're going to put him in.
Could you imagine you're this monkey and you're just like, holy shit, man, I got stripped from my fucking parents. Now I belong to this dickhead. Now this dickhead abandoned me in Germany.
Right.
I hate being this monkey.
He's only 20 weeks old.
Oh, fuck, man.
Which, luckily for him, is old enough to drink in Germany. So he's going to have a great October. Justin Bieber was once again racing his Ferrari through his gated community in Calabasas, California this week. Dangerous speeds, according to all the neighbors who called the cops yet again. Most importantly, they were concerned because he was driving his Ferrari at upwards of 100 miles an hour where kids were playing in the streets. That's what people are upset about. It's ridiculous. One neighbor was particularly upset, former NFL star Keyshawn Johnson. For those of you who know the NFL, he played for the Jets and the Bucks and Dallas, and I think he ended his career with the Panthers, I think. But he's a big, hulking wide receiver who didn't like the fact that this guy was speeding around his neighborhood. So he pursued Justin Bieber's Ferrari in his Prius. That's true. And when Justin raced back to his home, because he's a little bitch, Keyshawn cut him off at the parking lot in the driveway, closed him off, and got out of the car and said, I want to have a word with you. And at that point, Justin Bieber ran inside his house and closed the door and wouldn't come out again.
Get the fuck out of here, really?
Yeah. Keyshawn stayed out there for some time, calling him out. Justin would never come out of the house to have the conversation.
You took the words right out of my mouth. This situation that just happened in Calabasas?
Just happened, yeah.
Did he ever come out of the house?
He never came out of the house.
Was there ever like the media setting up going, he's in the house for 3 hours now?
He took himself hostage. I'll blow my brains out, if you don't back off,
So it didn't get corrected. He's still speeding around the neighborhood and didn't get a
And
beat
Keyshawn
down.
still wants to have a conversation with him. Conversation.
I'd be scared if I was him.
It's been a bad week for Justin. Another woman has come forward saying that she had his baby. This woman is from Florida, naturally. She said she met Justin Bieber in 2010 in February at a TGI Fridays. Well, you know, that's where Justin hangs out.
But that's it. Just that kind of element makes me want to believe the story, you know? It's just a hook where I'm like, I don't know. She said it was a TGI Fridays. And
yeah. He walks in shirtless with a gas mask on at a TGI Fridays. I don't think it happens that way. She said they were together. He's 19 now. So in 2010, he was, 16, I guess? Right?
Yeah.
She's 25 now. That makes her 22 back then. Said they were together for a night, and then she had her daughter in October of 2010.
So she had a baby.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I have a stuttering problem.
She says about her baby daughter, my daughter looks a lot like Justin did at that same age. Well, every baby girl looks like Justin Bieber, in my opinion. She claims to have text messages from Justin as well, including one that says, "Our little secret?" ? Which I think is referring to him eating at a TGI Fridays more than it is having a baby.
If you're TGI Fridays, you're sending him a note right now going like, dude, corporate sponsorship.
That's right.
Please be the face of TGI.
All the potato skins you can eat, whatever you want us. Come on by. The 2 for $20 meal? For you, it's 2 for $10. Help yourself. Bieber has pissed off an entire company, this time a jet airplane company. He was in Miami because he had to be at the NBA finals game there to watch the Heat play the Spurs because he has to be anywhere there's a camera. He's got to be. So he's in Miami, and he hires a private jet to fly him from Miami to Burbank. The jet was supposed to take off at 11 a.m. Eastern time in Miami. They are there. They're waiting. He calls, says, I'm going to be a little bit late. He shows up. Well, he doesn't show up. 4 hours go by. And the company's there, and they're gassed, and the pilot's there, and they're ready
He's
to take
paying
off.
for it, though, right?
4 hours go by. Well, he's paying for the flight. He's not paying for the waiting time.
What do you mean?
Meaning, he pays for the flight that it takes the time to go from when he leaves.
This is a private
Miami.
jet?
Yes.
I disagree. They charge you for all the time on the ground. If you make them wait, you got to pay for all that time.
Good.
It's expensive.
That makes me feel better.
Yeah.
But they would like to get on the air, in the air rather, because they have to go. And the pilot also has a certain amount of duty time, and then he has to check out.
Right.
So
yeah,
he's waiting because he's on the clock, and after a certain amount, his shift is over. Then he's got to split, and they have to bring another pilot out, and it gets very confusing. So they're there, and 4 hours pass, and 3 p.m. rolls around, and there's still no Justin Bieber. And they say, "Why aren't you here yet?" And he says, "Well, I have to go pick up my monkey from West Palm Beach." No, not that monkey.
A new
not
monkey?
the fucking monkey he abandoned in Germany. Not the fucking monkey he put into that Auschwitz of a monkey place.
Auschwitz?
Auschwitz. He's got a new monkey.
He went and replaced.
He's got a new monkey.
Makes
How many
sense.
monkeys does this guy need? He's a monkey hoarder. So he had to pick up his monkey from West Palm Beach, so he hires a helicopter to fly him from the airport in Miami to West Palm Beach to get his monkey.
Okay.
And they're still waiting for him 5 hours later. Still no Bieber, no monkey. And apparently around 9 hours...
I want that on a fucking t-shirt. No Bieber, no monkey.
That's my battle cry. 9 hours after the initial scheduled takeoff, 8 p.m. He finally leaves.
He paid for all that time. I mean, it's not. He didn't. He may have inconvenienced somebody in as much as the guy was like, "Oh, I would have rather have flown you, dropped you off, and been done. But he paid for all that time.
But what more importantly is the question.
Maybe he's a dick, but he paid for all that time.
But what about his disposable monkey problem? How about
That's
that?
fucking weird, man.
How about the fact he keeps buying monkeys and then leaving them places?
As much as he's an asshole, who's the asshole who sells him another monkey after, like, world headlines has him going to Germany and getting his monkey not only taken away, but he's like, fuck you, I'm leaving, and he takes off. So who then sells him another monkey?
So you blame monkeys are us is what you're
Yes.
blaming. That's what your problem
Yes.
is with.
No,
with the underground monkey dealers.
It's just, he's a dick, yes, but who helps him out? Is it he who helps, as it says in the Bible, Ralph,
right? Sure,
right
yeah.
next to that other passage. He who helps, verily, Bieber, no monkey.
That's right. Justin Bieber has been banned from the Las Vegas indoor skydiving facility. That hurts.
We've all been there.
No shit.
Really? Why that one? Why only that place? Why not every place, man? Why there?
Last week he was in Vegas and he goes to the indoor skydiving facility.
Okay.
Just when they're about to close. He makes them open up and say, I'm Justin Bieber. I've got 6 of my friends. We want to come in and we want to skydive.
Fair enough.
So the guy's like, well, fuck, it's Justin Bieber. I guess it's be good for business, right, to have Justin Bieber in here. So they open the place up and he comes in with his friends and they all skydive and sadly.
We've got swag in the air.
He had a monkey in a little suit and skydiving next to him.
If you don't stay up there, we're going to send your ass to Germany.
So it's all over, and the manager comes up to him and says, it's $1,600, Justin, or...
For how many people?
6 people, I think.
What's
Justin
that
and
break
his
down to?
entourage. I didn't know there was going to be a math quiz. I don't know.
It feels like it's like 2 and change a piece, no?
Well, there you go. Look, you're skydiving indoors. For God's sakes, it's worth it.
Yeah, all right, fair enough.
You're defying the laws of physics.
I'm just saying, you can buy a lot of weed with that money.
So he says, Justin, it's $1,600 for you and your entourage, or you can take a photograph of yourself.
Oh, I thought it was going to be like, or zip.
Baby, oh.
And in a shocking turn of events, rather than pay $1,600, Bieber blew him for everybody.
He blew everybody in the joint. And now he's banned. Yeah.
Now they call him Ripcord Bieber.
He said, or you can take a photograph of yourself and put it up on Instagram or on your Twitter feed. I mean, he's got like 14 billion followers, right? And say, I'm at the Vegas indoor skydiving facility. Here I am. Look at me and my monkey. There's a big fan under us. And
that'd be a cute little endorsement.
It'd be a huge publicity boom for this guy, right?
Yeah.
So Bieber says, okay, I'll do that instead. So fucking Bieber pretends to take a selfie of himself and pretends to post it on Instagram, but doesn't really do it.
How do you pretend to post something on Instagram?
Well, he pretended to
I'm posting on Instagram!
Apparently, he pulled it up but didn't hit send or whatever you have to do. I'm not a big Instagrammer, so I'm not sure how that works.
Right.
But the guy went there to look at it and to see how it turned out, and Justin did, reneged on the deal.
So did he not send the $1,600
No,
instead?
they walked out. They didn't tip the crew that was helping them fly.
No.
They didn't pay the tab. They just walked out the door. So he stiffed these guys for $1,600.
That's not swag at all.
That is not swag. And
Why
so now
would-
they're
you've got
now
so
he's banned
much
for
money
life. He can't come
from
back
that
there for his
place?
whole life. He can't go back.
What if he just said, like, I'll pay now and I'll fucking throw in a little something for the effort and shit? Would that make it right?
It probably would. But
It's
for
just
now,
you've
they're
got that
steamed.
much fucking money. Why would you fuck anyone over? You know they're gonna run to the fucking media and be like, this guy is a fucking real prick and shit.
Right.
Why wouldn't you just go the distance? Not even go the distance. Do the right thing and be like, here's the money for the services rendered.
And
Thank you
here's
very
a couple
much.
$100 for everybody who helped us out.
Oh my God, yes. Like,
Yeah.
he's got no common sense.
He's probably got that much money in his gas mask. You know what I mean? He probably keeps it in there just for mad money.
He's got a gas mask?
Oh, you haven't seen him wearing his gas mask?
He's like, no one cared who I was till I put on the mask.
That's right.
Pain.
While he was there, Justin Bieber was there with his new girlfriend. Jordan Ozuna is her name. She is a former Hooters waitress.
Nothing but the best.
That's right.
Right
I think
on,
we
good
got
for
a
her.
shot of Jordan. Here's an actual photo of her in her Hooters outfit. That's her there.
Is that a selfie?
That's a selfie. Look, she's got the duck face. What a fucking surprise. She's a brain surgeon. They were making out indoor at the skydiving place, and they were going at it.
The same
heavily.
fucking skydiving place?
He took her skydiving
with his boys, with his entourage,
with his entourage, with his scissor dealer and Little Twist and whoever else he carries around with him. And they were going at it, and they both seemed very happy. The only person apparently who's not happy about it is Jordan's husband.
They brought him too?
No, they didn't bring him.
This Bieber doesn't know how to do anything right, man.
They didn't bring Jordan's husband because he is currently in the U.S. Coast Guard, and he is serving. He's serving overseas.
This kid's going to hell, man.
He's currently serving his country, so he wasn't available to even see the indiscretions that his wife and Justin Bieber were doing.
What a fucking reward. You're out there like doing it for your country and shit. And she's like, I'm doing Bieber.
And he's not even American, for God's sakes.
I know, it's a double hit to
It is.
in the Coast Guard, yeah.
If he was a Mountie, it wouldn't be so bad. But he's with the U.S. Coast Guard, for fuck's sake.
It's true, man.
The good news about Bieber this week is that Molly, his monkey in Germany, has finally gotten out of quarantine, and she has a new home. Molly the monkey has a new home.
Yeah, we love her very much.
She's very happy and healthy, and she's at the Serengeti Park in Hodenhagen.
Oh,
Hodenhagen. That's my favorite ice cream, is the Hodenhagen.
That's where I forgot my first hand job.
She'll soon be introduced to the zoo's other capuchin monkeys, say the keepers, and they're looking forward to introducing her to her new family, where she will quickly become everybody's bitch. Hey, you Bieber's monkey? Get the fuck over here. Give me your lunch money. No respect.
Sucks. I wish I wasn't here. Shut the fuck up and give me your swag.
It started in Des Moines last weekend when Justin Bieber went on stage 2.5 hours late. A mother in the audience who had bought tickets for her daughter Zoe's 8th birthday said, I'm not too happy about him taking the stage at 10:05 p.m. They had been there since 7 o'clock. Yeah, he went on the stage an hour and a half after his second opening act had ended its set. So there was an hour and a half of just nothing on stage before he actually went out there.
Is that, I don't go to a lot of live music. Is it common for them to start that late? Or?
No, it's not.
Even for like, I understand like he's got an audience full of kids and stuff, but like even for, last time I bought tickets to something was to see Run DMC at the, where was it? The, place on Sunset Strip, the House of Blues. And I went and it said 8 o'clock. I was like, fucking right, man, 8 o'clock. And I was there like at 8 o'clock on the button. They didn't even start the opening act until 10 o'clock. And then I left at midnight and somebody was like, they went on at 1 a.m. I was like, fucking the ticket said 8 o'clock. So I assumed I assumed all live music's like that. No,
most bands usually the start time, if there is an opening act, the opening act will go on for an hour. Then there's a half an hour break or something while they reset the stage, and then the main act will come on. But an hour and a half after they've got 2 opening acts.
And again, he's got kids in his audience,
exactly,
like an 8-year-old just sitting there going, "All I want to do, I'm a believer."
Right. So at 10 o'clock, she's nodded off.
Yeah. I don't believe anymore.
Then Bieber incurred more wrath of people by touching the Stanley Cup this week. Did you see that?
This is where he popped up on my radar first this week, where I'm like, you piece of shit!
Do we have that picture of him in the dressing room for the Chicago Blackhawks?
That just almost ruins the Stanley Cup.
It does.
Almost.
They had to sandblast it afterwards to get all the Bieber funk off of it. Here's the thing. If you don't know about the superstitions of the Stanley Cup, you're only supposed to touch it if you're one of the members of the team that won it. That's how it's supposed to work. Even the guy who carries it around for the league wears white gloves, so he does not contact the cup. So unless you're invited to touch it by a member of the team that won it, you're not supposed to touch it.
Yeah, so if a member of the team that won it hands it to you, you're absolutely, of course, supposed to. You can't be like, no, and let it fall.
It crashes.
You better pick it up.
Pick up a lot of little cups. So here he is in the dressing room, fondling it inappropriately. And this is, of course, after he went to all the Kings games when they were in the playoffs.
And wearing lots of Kings bling.
And then wearing Buffalo Bruins stuff before the start of the finals. Then they invite him back. And
this Buffalo Bruins team intrigues me.
The Boston Bruins team.
like an amalgam universe comic, Marvel and DC together.
And then while he was taking photos of the picture, apparently he stood on the logo of the Blackhawks
Yes.
on the dress. In the dress.
That's another thing. You can't stand on the crest in the locker room.
So we said, well, that's the worst thing he could do all week, right? And then we saw a video.
This was beyond the pale to me.
Justin Bieber in the restaurant kitchen of a nightclub decides he has to relieve himself, and one of his friends thinks it'd be funny to shoot the video, and he pulls out his junk and he takes a leak in the bucket that the janitor uses to wash the floors with.
Mm-hmm.
And then on his way out of the restaurant, he sees an autographed picture of Bill Clinton up on the wall, and he squeezes some cleaning solution all over it and says, "Fuck Bill Clinton."
Oh, so this is a political story as well.
I think the only reason he knew who Bill Clinton was because it said Bill Clinton
Under it,
the picture.
yeah.
Here's the video, if you haven't seen it, of Justin Bieber relieving himself while his buddies laugh hysterically, and then him accosting a picture of our former commander-in-chief.
That's a hay for you, man. Quick little piss break, quick restroom we can get to. We swagger, man. This is just a better spot to piss.
We the wild kids.
That's a cooler spot to piss. You'll forever remember that.
We the what?
You're not gonna remember him pissing in the restroom. Like everybody does that.
Yeah. What are we though, bro? What are we?
We the
wild kids, y'all.
Wild kids.
Wild kids in this.
Yeah, apparently he calls his posse the Wild Kids.
That's what they were hooting at the end. Wild
kids. Wild kids.
Like Wild Boys, Duran Duran. Wild Boys.
Yeah.
Wild Boys.
But these are Wild Kids.
Yeah.
With
It's a younger
a Z.
version with a Z. So
Yeah.
it's like Muppet Babies.
Or he can't spell.
That's just fucking gross. And not even, I'm not one of those people. Sometimes you gotta take a leak, I've known a lot of people take a leak outside.
I'm going right now.
Yeah, if you gotta go, you gotta go. But this is fucking like, come on, dude. Like, the bathroom's like fucking 2
They would have built a bathroom
minutes
for
away.
him if he had to go. That's what would happen. He's
Or
Justin
go
Bieber.
outside like a fucking normal person. But don't, like, not in the fucking mop bucket. And if you're gonna do that, why the fuck are people shooting it and celebrating it? Like, this is swag. Is it really swag to piss in a janitor bucket?
No.
Are you sure? Because the Wild Kids said it was.
Kids, they may know better than we do.
This was my point. I was on the K-Rock show, Kevin and Bean with Ralph yesterday morning, and this story broke, if you will. My thing is this, man. He's drunk, right? Clearly drunk in that clip. He's underage.
Yeah.
Isn't that enough to, like, deport him? He's not, right?
I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah.
Because also this week, he was seen drinking in a nightclub in Chicago.
I'm serious.
And the club was raided and busted for serving him. And the club got hit with a fine, and the owners of the club are going to have to make an appearance in court, and Bieber was allowed to walk free.
And that was the fucking trade-off, because they were like, we want a celebrity in our club.
Yeah.
But he's underage drinking.
Yes.
I mean, isn't that against some sort of law? What do they do
Yes.
if you're underage and they catch you drinking? They give you a ticket? Do your parents
You get a
in
ticket.
trouble?
Yeah, you get a ticket, I think, yeah.
Isn't that enough to be like, this dude's fucking underage drinking in this country? He came to America to drink our liquor, and we don't have enough.
Right.
You go to Canada where there's plenty of other liquor.
Yeah.
I think
And
this is
he
one of
put
those
Windex on Bill Clinton, more importantly.
Which you could make a fucking argument that that's a political statement. Well, he came in our country and shit on the president's face. One of the presidents, you know.
And by shit, I mean put Windex on, but you're the worst lawyer in the world.
I know, yeah. Really. We could have got him on the real shit. I'm making things up.
However, he apparently contacted Mr. Clinton after the video went viral this week and apologized to him.
Bill Clinton's like, who is this?
I have no idea who you are, but I would like to fuck the girls who come to your show.
Do you think it's possible, though? Do you think it's like, I'm not saying like, get him out of the country or anything in a America versus Canada way, but like the dude's breaking laws, correct?
Yes. By drinking illegally, he's absolutely breaking laws.
That would seem like to be, what an amazing message that would send to the youth of this country about underage drinking. If they're like, if you come to America and underage drink, we will kick you out forever.
He said in a tweet that Bill Clinton talked with him, and he says his words meant a lot. # great guy.
I guess Bill Clinton is swag.
Yeah, total swag.
Yeah. He also
Bill Clinton's
tweeted,
tweet was wild kids.
He also tweeted, in life you will make mistakes and people will try to tear you down.
Oh, yeah, it's
our fault.
Yeah. Hey, kid, piss in that bucket or we're going to beat you up.
I wonder if he called and apologized to the janitor whose job it is to clean the floors in that fucking restaurant, who has to change the water in that bucket before he does
Hopefully
his job.
that janitor filled fucking a bunch of empty 2-liter bottles with it and he's eBaying the fucking Bieber piss right now. Because someone out there will be like, I'll buy it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a believer.
Pop scrotum Justin Bieber in the news again this week. This time out of Columbus, Ohio. Justin Bieber was in a nightclub called the Social Room in Columbus, Ohio, and the DJ that was spinning there ended up on his bad side because Justin accused him of taking photos of him while he was in the club. I know, imagine that. Imagine being in a public place and someone takes your photo. The outrage. Not 21, drinking in a nightclub. So he's boozing it up, and he says, you took pictures of me. And the guy said, no, I didn't. I'm just working here. And so he sends his bodyguards over to grab his phone. And he checks the phone, and there's no pictures on there. But Bieber still didn't believe it. According to the statement that the police got, Bieber then said, your mother's a bitch, your father is a bitch, and you're a bitch. Oh, snap.
Is this after he ate their fucking porridge or what?
And this bitch is just right. So Bieber's surrounded by his bodyguard and his security team, and after saying everyone in his family was a bitch, Bieber then, God bless him, hauled up and spit a loogie in the guy's face.
Fuck out of here. Dude, I'm not for like one of these deport people, but like, come on, this kid's underage drinking, spitting in fucking people's faces, and nobody's talking about, maybe you should go home for a while.
And by home, you mean home to Jesus, right? You mean
right back to your dad's balls.
The lawyers for the DJ say Bieber's saliva and mucus ended up in his eyes, nose, and mouth. He immediately went to the hospital and got tested for hepatitis. Luckily for the DJ, the test came back negative. However, he did test positive for douchebaggery. Apparently that's transmutable. So he is going to register a complaint. He has registered a complaint with the police. He filed out a police report. He's not pressing charges at this point, but they're assuming there is a lawsuit in the offing. So I'm hoping that I don't know what a loogie in the mouth goes for these days, but I hope he makes a nice piece of change.
The good news is this, man. It seems like he's working on a series of all my bodily fluids.
That's true. He peed in the bucket.
He's peed in the mop bucket. He's spit in a dude's face. Next, we get to see him poo and cum in public.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait for the Bieber shit. That's going to be great. That's going to be epic.
The only other emission he'd have after that, tears.
Let's not forget vomit.
Somebody was like, oh.
I know it makes it less fucking funny, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And that's what really hurts me, is we were having such a good time. Yeah, and then she has to go get all fucking really crazy on us.
Yeah.
Now I just feel bad for her.
She was just colorful, but now it's way
yeah. Remember she wanted Drake to murder her vagina? Those were good times, weren't they? Fuck. Who else do we have to make fun of? I wish we had someone else to make fun of, some real asshole that we could talk about. Justin Bieber. Did someone say Justin Bieber?
Justin Bieber. Nobody fucking needs ya. You wanna know why? I'll tell you why. 'Cause you're a little cunt.
Can we play that one more time? Let's all join in. Let's all join in with the "you're a little cunt" part at the end, okay? Everybody join in.
Justin Bieber. Nobody fucking needs ya. You wanna know why? I'll tell you why.
'Cause you're a little cunt.
You know what was really sweet? That sounded British, too. Everyone went British with it, like, cunt.
Yeah, that's right. You're a fucking cunt. That's what you are, Justin Bieber. Yeah.
He's a fucking right cunt.
You are well disturbed. I thought it was our problem, this Justin Bieber thing. But he's back in his home country of Canada, and he's still a fucking prick. I thought he would behave maybe if he was there. Thursday, these photos were taken. Justin Bieber on the balcony of his hotel. Hordes of believers underneath him, staring up, screaming, Justin, Justin, please give us something. Here's what he gave them. I think let's take a picture of him from the balcony. Yeah, once again, he was hawking loogies off the balcony and spitting down on the people below.
Is there any chance he was just spitting and it wasn't on people?
No, that was his balcony, and they had shots of the crowds underneath the balcony. They were there the entire stay while he was there.
And were the believers like,
oh,
baby bird it into my mouth?
Why would he spit on his own fans?
I'm starting to wonder if he needs to be 5150'd as well.
Fuck, I hope not. We'd have no show whatsoever. Not everybody can be crazy. There have to be some legitimate assholes.
Yeah, I think he is one, actually.
I think so. Bieber's on fire this week. First of all, he accused TMZ of faking the photograph that showed him spitting on fans underneath his window.
Right.
Yeah. His representatives released this statement claiming TMZ faked those photos. This is an actual statement written by professional people who get paid to do things. Justin didn't spit on anyone, wrote his representative. No fans were below the balcony. TMZ superimposed photos of the fans next to Justin on a completely different balcony to make it appear like he was spitting on fans when he wasn't. In fact, earlier in the day, Justin bought his fans hot chocolate and played them some of his new music. Justin loves his fans. That's the statement.
Now that I brought them hot chocolate, let's all spit on them.
How about some whipped cream for that hot chocolate? Of course, Justin had, just moments before they took those photos, Instagram photos of the people underneath his balcony on his own Instagram page before the pictures were shown. So
I
he
believe
has
the Instagram said, these are the people I intend to spit on.
That's right. Just said hashtag targets. Speaking of photographs, you may remember the photographs of Justin Bieber touching the Stanley Cup in in the Chicago Blackhawks dressing room.
Yeah.
It's not done. It's just not done. And he was standing on the team logo.
That was the worst. He was standing on the crest in the center of the
Well,
locker room.
some of the fans refused to forgive him. God bless them. And so 3 of them decided to fix things. Here's a photograph of them at the Chicago Blackhawks team convention, the fan convention, where they brought a giant cutout of Justin Bieber's face and had everyone step on it. Here they are all standing on Bieber's face with the cup as retribution. Bieber later spit on them. Bieber was in New York this week and New Jersey performing. When he showed up to his hotel, he decided to try to get into the hotel, drawing as little attention as possible to himself. And so he wore this mask entering into the hotel.
Oh, man. He's wearing a Guy Fawkes Day mask.
Yeah, it's
a V for Vendetta.
V for Vendetta.
Ruined the mask.
And while he was in concert in New Jersey, Justin Bieber had a fan toss an iPhone up on stage to him. Why would you do that, first of all? Are you hoping maybe he'll take a picture of himself or leave a message or something or call me?
Oh, yeah, you throw it up there and then you just call him and see if he answers.
Call your own number?
In the middle of the concert.
Hello? I'm sorry, what does he sound like again? Hello? Well, Justin didn't appreciate it. He did not like the fact that he had a phone tossed up there, and so you'll see what he does with the phone in this video clip. This is what he decides to do with it. He doesn't spit on it, though.
I say don't throw stuff on stage, and this is what they throw a phone on stage. I mean, I do need a new iPhone. Don't throw things on stage.
He stuffed it down his pants in between his legs and then gave it to another woman on the other side of the stage.
Like, those things aren't germy enough.
Exactly. Now you've got Justin Bieber smearing his vagina all over your phone. You got Vagisil now all over your phone. Now it's no goddamn good. You can't return it now at that point.
Maybe the dude's just like, I'm dickless, but they got an app for that.
It's the dick app. And Germany's upset with Bieber again. You know, he left his monkey there.
Tipschmann Abschminky. Yeah, he left his monkey behind.
And they claim that the time between when he dropped it off and they got it adopted, the time that it took to take care of that monkey, the expense it had to incur to take care of that monkey, $1,500, they say is rightfully owed them by Bieber.
Who will pay this bill?
Who will pay the bill?
Who will pay this
Where
bill?
is the Bieber to pay the bill?
This is not our bill.
Franz Bohmer said Tuesday, he's from the Federal Agency of Nature Conservation in Germany. He said that he will pay, and custom officials have ways of making him pay next time he comes to Germany. I swear to God, that's his quote.
Somebody needs to
They
pull
have
it
ways
aside.
to make you pay, Justin Bieber. Deutschland, Deutschland, über alles.
He doesn't mean it.
Oh, my Lord. Somebody needs to pull him aside and be like, dude, Germans are never allowed to say that ever again.
You have really pissed them off when they go that far. It's like an episode of Hogan's Heroes or something.
Bieber.
He's in trouble once again. This happened last Sunday around 3 a.m. He had been partying inside a nightclub in Southampton, New York. Once again, boozing it up. Once again, 19 years old. Drinking at a nightclub. He was in the VIP area. A girl approached him in the VIP area and said, I would like to say hello. I'd like to meet you. He was turned away by Justin and his entourage. Then she came back with a guy who was apparently her friend, who didn't like the way they talked to her. Apparently they were very rude. Justin, at this point, according to witnesses, went nuts, pulling off his shirt and screaming at the dude, surrounded by a lot of
something
security.
like greedy and lazy, no doubt.
That's right. Then they
He probably said something like greedy and lazy, no doubt.
You're greedy and lazy.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm trying to be a nice guy here. Come on, me. I want to be Justin Bieber. And Justin Bieber, you're greedy and lazy.
This guy went out to the parking lot. Then Justin and his crew went out to the parking lot. Words were exchanged. They say Justin was so upset he jumped through the roof of his SUV, the sunroof of his SUV. He didn't burst through like Superman or anything. There was a sunroof. It was open.
So wait, of his SUV or the other guy's SUV?
Justin was in his SUV, started yelling at the guy through the sunroof. You know, he grabbed onto the sunroof and pulled himself all the way up to the top of the sunroof. Hey, you! And then he fell down again. That's when Justin's entourage got out and beat the guy unconscious onto the cement.
The fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Police are
Really?
investigating, but they say that they're looking for his security people, and Justin is not the target of the investigation. It's his crew.
How does this dude sidestep every investigation? Every time they're just like, we're not mad at him. It's everyone else we're mad at.
It's like going...
Him? He's too rich.
It's like saying... We're angry at all the Nazis, but Hitler, leave him alone. That's fine.
Yeah.
He's a good guy. This week's Hollywood Helper, just to show you that we're fair here at Hollywood Babble-On, is Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber's this week's
What the fuck, man? Really?
Now, be fair. Now, just have an open mind.
Every week for the last, like, fucking it feels like 6 months, baby, he's been the Hollywood Hellion. How does he become the helper?
This week, he broke the Make-A-Wish Foundation's record by granting his 200th wish for a sick kid.
Oh, meaning so he's done more than most people?
He's done more than anyone has for Make-A-Wish Foundation. And when it comes,
a lot,
when it comes to famous people, no one has fulfilled more Make-A-Wish wishes than Justin Bieber has. This week, he met and... Wow.
And that was his mother,
I
man.
know. I'm just saying, if we give with one hand, we take with one hand, we got to give with the other. You got to be fair.
We didn't have to take away. He took
No,
away
he took
for
it
us.
away,
That was
yeah.
awesome.
This week, he met with 8-year-old Annalicia Brown-Raffin, and she's suffering from a life-threatening liver condition. And her one wish was to meet with Justin Bieber, so he gave her tickets to his concert in Atlanta on August the 10th. And they met after the show. And here's a photograph of the two of them talking backstage. There's Justin kissing her, and according to people who were there, he whispered into her ear, "I don't like black people."
No. Yeah.
That was Justin. So even when he's trying to do something nice,
he's a dick.
He's a dick.
Wow,
now here's my theory, and this man may have been right who said he's still a cunt. Because it seems to me that Justin Bieber, when the occasion calls for it, when the cameras are on, when the white hot glare of the spotlight is on him, he can do the right thing when it's professionally and personally beneficial to him.
Yes.
But when he's acting out just as himself, willy-nilly on the streets.
Or if there's a janitor bucket nearby.
And he needs to take a leak. Or if there's a crowd of people below his balcony in a hotel, he's a fucking asshole. So the question is, if you're doing good deeds, but you're doing them consciously in order to garner favor, either personally or professionally, are they still good deeds, is the question.
No, bullshit. No.
You say no, but those kids, those 200 kids,
yeah.
they don't know. They don't know he's an asshole.
Right there in that photo. We're all adults and we're all cynical, so we're like, fuck it, it's not worth it. He's worse than Hitler. But as you can see,
she's thrilled.
Yeah, that little girl is just like, this is the greatest thing that's ever happened to me. So, yes, it does cancel out. Like, I'm not saying it gives him free reign to be a cock, but he's trying. Or somebody in his organization is making him do it regardless, whether his motivations are pure or not. The good that comes out of it is worth the effort.
Let's see if this colors your opinion or not, because this week Justin Bieber also pulled up on a street corner and handed a homeless woman a bunch of money out of the window of his baby blue Ferrari. He pulled up and handed her a significant amount of money while she was panhandling on the street corner. Gave a homeless woman money. We have the photo of that. Can we show the photo of that? There she is, and that's him handing her some cash, or taking cash out of her hand. I'm not sure. But I'm pretty sure he's handing her cash. And that happened.
What is going on? He's been visited by 3 ghosts in the night.
Well, you know how we have that photograph?
How?
Because Justin Bieber posted that on his Instagram profile. He posted a picture of himself doing something good on his own Instagram profile.
All right, that's kind of tacky. That negates the good deed.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Here's what he posted along with a photograph. "Always give back," he wrote. "As long as someone is watching," he wrote.
Yeah, that's a little unsavory. But still, I remember the photo of that little girl and how happy she was.
Yes. "I don't like black people."
No, that is not what he said at all.
That's what he said. Although we talked about Justin Bieber earlier, but let's get to the real Justin Bieber news now, shall we?
Justin Bieber. Nobody fucking needs ya. You wanna know why? I'll tell you why. 'Cause you're a little cunt.
Latest Justin Bieber news this week was actually some old news that just surfaced. These were photographs taken of Justin Bieber with his family last Canadian Thanksgiving. Canadians are so fucking backward, they can't even have Thanksgiving the same time we do.
It's different. They're celebrating a different Thanksgiving than we are.
Yeah, the one where we land on Plymouth Rock and the Indians give us maize.
They just have their Thanksgiving isn't tied to like some historical event. They're just like, we're just thankful.
Fucking Canadians.
They're like, in Canada, every day's Thanksgiving, eh?
Oh, we're so happy for bacon and the snow, eh?
You know, dude, I mean, like, if we were in the 70s...
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot maple syrup.
Yes. If we were in the 70s, that would work, but in the age of the internet, you know it's more than just snow and maple syrup.
That's right. It's also hockey.
There you go, finally.
And Rush, eh?
And Degrassi.
And Degrassi High, eh?
Yeah. And beer.
Eh? So he shows up to his family reunion and he sleeps in. The family's getting together and they're having a party in the other room and he won't come out. He sleeps in. But he hears them making a lot of noise, so he's upset by the noise. So he gets up and he thinks it'll be funny to walk into the family reunion buck-ass naked. And so what he does is he takes his guitar and he puts it in front of his tiny cock. It's like Ken doll cock, like smooth plastic. And starts to serenade his grandmother with an original song he wrote called "I Love You, Grandma." I've got a photo of him serenading his grandmother nude with a guitar. There he is, yeah. There's Grandma. There's the Biebs. That's a pretty good pooper, though, right there. I gotta tell you that much.
Is that his ass?
Yeah.
And who put this up?
Apparently,
Did
someone
he post this himself, like the fucking other picture? He's like, always remember to give back.
It's a shot of him giving a homeless woman money out of his asshole. No one knows how these photos got leaked, but they did. And apparently Grandma asked him to put his clothes on at this point. And apparently Grandma's a hobbit, too, because he's like 5'1", so she is an amputee, apparently. She waddled over on her nubs and asked him to put his clothes on. Justin fucking Bieber.
Nobody fucking needs ya. You wanna know why? I'll tell you why. 'Cause you're a little cunt.
That's right. I caught a lot of shit this week. It wasn't my fault. But apparently we did a story last week. We put Justin Bieber in the Hollywood Helpers.
Yes.
Because his public relations team went into overdrive last week announcing that his 200th Make-A-Wish Foundation meetup with some kid was record-breaking, that he had given more kids their wishes than anybody else had.
Right on.
And his public relations team was very proactive with that and put it all over the newspapers. It was a big story. Turns out that John Cena, the wrestler John Cena, has almost 400 Make-A-Wish fulfillments that he has done over his career, dwarfing Justin Bieber's achievement. So Bieber was even lying about the good things that he does.
And if you think about the number 400, I mean, that's like over a year's worth of Make-A-Wishes, because they don't like you got 5 today, you know.
No, it's one at a time.
One at a time.
Yeah.
So that's like over a year of his life has been dedicated to, at some point of the day, sitting down with some kid who may not make it, man. Hats off to fucking Cena. Who knew that was
So,
amazing.
I wanted to give him a shout out.
Yeah.
Set the record straight.
Hollywood helper right there.
4:30 a.m. Wednesday morning, Justin Bieber was pulled over by the police around his home in Calabasas. He was speeding in his white Ferrari, blowing through stop signs when the cops noticed him and pulled him over.
For blowing?
No, blowing through a stop sign. Driving through a stop sign.
I thought it was like, keep driving.
Come on, little twist. Eh? Finish already.
This shit's so swag.
And then he spit it over a balcony and got it out. The cops pulled him over, first of all, for running through a stop sign.
Okay.
Then they pulled him out of the car and realized that he's not licensed to drive in the state of California.
Or what? He's probably not licensed to drive in America at all.
I don't believe he is. He is a Canadian, that's right. But also, he bought a home in California, and there's a state law that if you're a resident of California, you have to get a California driver's license.
And he never did it.
He never did it. So the cops cited him for running through the stop sign and for not having a license to drive in the state of California.
And then deported him.
And then send him home back to his mansion. So it's not a real victory, but it's sort of a Pyrrhic victory. It's just,
bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I am too, sir. I am too. Meanwhile, Justin's new song dropped this week. Big story. He's doing a duet with Miley Cyrus. This is the international sign for Miley. It's a new song called Twerk.
That's what the world needs. 2 little white kids singing about twerk.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, we're twerking the shit out of it.
Miley sings the chorus of the song, which is, I came up in this party, time to twerk. And Jizrag does not like her. And Justin sings the verses, hey, pretty girl, tell me your name, the way you movin', baby, I'm happy you came. Because I do not like you all that much, I brought in a clip of the song. Here's a clip from the brand new single, Justin Bieber and Miley Cyrus. It's Twerk.
Let me see you get out on the floor, girl. We gon' party all night until it's over.
Really? Every song?
That's not the way I would imagine that song would go. I would imagine it would be a little more upbeat. That sounds very like contemplative.
It's clubby.
Clubby? It sounds contemplative.
No,
like to twerk
or
or
it
not
sounds
to
shitty
twerk.
too. That's an option.
That as well.
Now, if you take a lot of ecstasy, that sounds really good, I'm sure. If you've got a glow stick up your ass, I'm sure it's enormously entertaining.
I got a glow stick up my ass. I'm blowing through stop signs and blowing dudes. Bieber rocks.
Wrong, man. You just turned this into a bloodbath. We've got some Justin Bieber news Shut up, you love it. And ordinarily we would play our Justin Bieber theme song here, but once again, one of our very talented listeners has put together a little video version of the jingle. This is Zach Miller's video version of the Justin Bieber theme. Please enjoy.
Justin Bieber. Nobody fucking needs ya. Wanna know why? I'll tell you why. 'Cause you're a little cunt.
There we go. Let's send that over to AMC and see if they'll put that on television or not.
This is gonna be one of our
guys, you know we love you. We're really looking forward to the show. But when you're calling Justin Bieber a cunt, standards and practices has a problem with that. Bieber this week got attacked in a Toronto nightclub. Oh, stop it. Stop it. We do not condone violence against anyone except Justin Bieber.
It was in Toronto, though?
Eh?
In his home and native land.
Yes.
It's one thing to get attacked here, man. That would make a lot more sense. But even up home, they're just like, no.
No. We are so done with you. He was in a nightclub, 3 a.m., Saturday morning at the Union nightclub in Toronto. He decided to leave the VIP area because he said he wanted to mingle with the regular people. Which already, fuck you. The minute you call anyone a regular person, fuck you. So he's mingling with the regular people, and one of the regular people tried to kick his ass. A guy jumped him, started trying to drag him to the floor. Of course, Bieber's never anywhere with surrounded by giant 6'9" black guys who stepped in, wrestled the assailant to the ground, and at that opportunity, according to eyewitnesses, Bieber took the opportunity to start kicking his opponent while he was on the ground.
He got in a shot.
Got in a few kicks while the guy was being held down by his staff. The pussy indeed, sir.
Or opportunist.
According to witnesses, his assailant was then escorted out of the club.
Oh, that's nice. Head first into the fucking door.
I believe so. However, it wasn't until after the guy had been thrown out of the club that they recognized that Justin was then missing a $40,000 necklace.
The fuck out of here. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow, man.
This is like Robin Hood.
Really? Look over here.
I took the king's deer. Now what are you going to do, Sir Guy of Gisborne? There's someone who knows the movie over there. However, I feel bad. I don't like anyone to see anyone roughed up. I don't like to see anyone stolen from.
Yeah.
So I want to put out an alert here on Hollywood Babble-On. If anyone has seen the necklace, please, we're trying to track it down and get it back to the rightful owner. So I brought in a picture of Bieber wearing the necklace so you have an idea of what a $40,000 gold chain necklace looks like. This is the actual necklace that has been stolen. Can we put up that picture, please, for... No, that's him getting... That's Robin Thicke getting stinky finger. Look at, yeah, here we go. This is the necklace right here. So if you see anyone wearing a giant gold chain with King Tut's head on it. Please alert the authorities. If you wear a giant gold chain with King Tut's head on it, you deserve to get it stolen. Who the fuck's wearing King Tut's head around their neck?
Who the fuck knew it was worth $34,000? It looks very costumey.
$40,000.
$40,000. I took $6,000 off.
You
I don't
did.
know why.
Well, you know,
Because
depreciation.
I know a guy downtown. That's
exactly.
why. Yeah, yeah.
Gives you a deal.
Yeah, it cuts me a break.
And more importantly, what's he doing with Will Smith? Why is Will Smith hanging out with Justin Bieber? It's a douchebag convention. You're right. It must go to it's like a Comic-Con for douchebags. They all hang out there. Listener Adam Schaff writes, when you guys bring HBO to Philly, you may want to stop by this one Mexican restaurant here in town. We are going to be in Philadelphia in November 1st.
November 1st. Yeah. I believe it's sold out already, man.
I think we're close, if not sold out. The place is called Mad Mex is the name of the Mexican restaurant. And you're
the one in the back. Boo.
Mad Mex is the name of it, and they have got a menu that Adam and his girlfriend took a photo of this menu and sent it to us. Here is a new item on their menu. It's called the Bieber Fajita. I think you've seen this, right? Let me read it to you. The Biebs Fajita is $18, acts like it's $12. A scrawny dish previously made with wholesome Canadian ham, now mostly lean jerky, wacky tobacco, and dep. Served with a side of weak sauce. That's on their menu there at Mad Mex.
Cute.
Speaking of Bieber, Philip sent this in. He said, I just captured this tattoo picture off of Justin Bieber's Instagram account. Apparently Justin always sends out a picture when he gets a new tattoo. Can we throw up that Instagram shot? Yeah, that's the menu. There we go. That's the shot there.
What is that?
Well, he says, can you please explain what the knight is doing at the bottom of the picture? I'm not sure. Can we zoom in on that? Can we get a closer view of that? It's a tattoo of a knight in front of a castle. Let's go to the next shot and let's take a look at the closer picture of that tattoo. And by closer, I mean let's get a closer picture. There we go. It looks like he's a knight jerking off, is what it looks like. Believe you can dress up in armor and touch yourself.
Believe in a very lonely night.
Yes. A lonely night! It's got two meanings.
What strain is Ralphie on?
Bieber's all grown up. He's a man now at 19 years old. You know how we know? He grew a mustache. That's right. Bieber grew a mustache last week. It's all very impressive. Can we throw up the impressive Bieber stash? Can we take a look? Yeah. Look at that. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Thumbs up, you fucking douchebag.
I had one of those when I was 14 years old, man. Like that thin and shit.
Yeah. He's 19 years old.
That's cute.
You have to have the wherewithal, or have somebody in your posse, have Lil Twist or one of your other suck buddies tell you, yo, Beeps, that stash ain't swag. Somebody's got to tell him that.
What are you talking about? I'm growing a big old cum catcher.
Well, I guess somebody did give him the heads up that it was not very effective because he did shave it off. We know that because today, this very day, he posted another picture of himself on Instagram. Caused a lot of people to get very upset.
Yeah.
Can we throw that picture up? He just posted that today.
This was just an hour ago.
This is Bieber taking a picture of this script, Batman versus Superman. He put it on his Instagram page simply with one word that said, Robin. That's all it said.
Hashtag Robin, yeah.
This is leading people to believe that Justin Bieber is at least auditioning for the role of Robin in the next Batman versus Superman film.
When I saw the picture immediately, I was like, oh, April Fool's Day, but it's not April Fool's Day. It's Friday the 13th. There's no truth to this whatsoever, man.
Well, here's the thing. This week, it also was announced that he was filming some sort of sketch for funnyordie.com, the comedy website. So people are hoping or praying that is the reason behind this. That is some sort of sketch where they're going to talk about him being Robin, but it's not really going to happen.
If he was Robin, though, the good news is that you could have the Joker beat him to death with a crowbar.
That's true. You're a little cunt, Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber's best friends, Lil Twist and Lil Za.
The fuck out of here, really?
That's their names.
He hangs out with Munchkins.
We represent the Lollipop Guild.
You sure are cool, Biebs.
They live in his mansion up there in Calabasas. Apparently, the Biebs manager, Scooter Braun. That's his name.
Is he the fucking Little Rascals, man? Everyone's got an adorable nickname.
The rest of the Biebs management team, Spanky and Froggy and Alfalfa.
Gee, Justin, you should throw these guys out.
Scooter Braun, as his manager, had to throw Lil Twist and Lil Za out of Bieber's mansion because they were throwing parties when Bieber was on tour, and apparently things were missing from the mansion when he came home. Expensive things, jewelry, furnishings.
Dignity.
Dignity, yeah. Word is Lil Twist and Lil Za are not happy to have been removed from the facility.
So Little Za, I guess, is pizza? Like little...
What?
I mean, what is it short for? A little Za?
I don't know, but I'm guessing it's not pizza. Why does your mind go automatically to pizza?
I'm so fucking hungry because I'm like Lil Za with a little twist. I'm thinking of those pizza breadstick twists and then I was like, this guy ain't so bad.
You're ordering.
Like, what am I thinking? I'm confusing shit.
You're ordering from Domino's, and I'm doing a story about Justin Bieber. By the way, Justin got another tattoo this week. He's still looking for maturity in a tattoo parlor. This time it's a verse from the Bible. He got it on his back. It says, your word is a lamp for my feet, a light on my path. Psalms 119, 105.
Who's he talking about?
Jesus, man.
Oh.
However, the Bible verse was written on his back, and apparently the tattoo artist had a sense of humor, and he wrote "I pee in a bucket." So, no, apparently it's really there.
Oh, that'd be amazing. He was just like, I got me a religious tattoo, y'all.
Yeah.
And he looks in the mirror, it just says, insert dick here.
That's right. You want to sing along with that last part? Is that what you want? Can we play that one more time, James? Can you cue that up? I like it when the kids sing along.
Justin Bieber. Nobody fucking needs ya. You wanna know why? I'll tell you why. 'Cause you're a little cunt.
There we go. We're going to send that to Justin. He was, once again, he skated out of the arms of the law this week. Couldn't believe it. The L.A. County District Attorney rejected 2 cases involving Justin Bieber. One, which was his recklessly driving in his neighborhood in Calabasas in his Ferrari. They bounced that because they said there was no proof that he was behind the wheel of the car at the time. The other one was where he spit a loogie on his neighbor. He claimed, according to the neighbor, he said to him, "I will beat the shit out of you. I will fucking kill you."
That's what Bieber said?
That's what Bieber said to the neighbor.
While he was spitting?
And then hocked to, well, I think there was a time.
I can't do those
there
two
was
things
There
at
was a
once.
space. There was a space.
I fucking kill you like Daffy Ducking it at that point.
Said it first, then and spit on the neighbor.
Wow, so he said that dramatic shit and then punctuated it with a loogie.
Exactly.
What a dick.
The DA said that it was just one guy's word against another. However, the victim saved the loogie.
Really? DNA evidence?
Well, that's the thing. He said, "I have the loogie. Here, Your Honor, Exhibit 1 in this Ziploc sandwich-sized bag is Justin Bieber's loogie." And they wouldn't run it to the lab. They wouldn't do the DNA on it. They said, this is just a he said, and we're not going to pursue the matter any further. So once again, this kid the law just ignores him, wreaking havoc upon our shores.
I don't understand. If you've got proof, evidence of the crime, wouldn't that make them go like, all right? Or they're sitting there going, dude, we're not sending a fucking loogie to a DNA lab just to find out if fucking Justin Bieber.
It's not a murder.
Yeah, it's like, come
DA
back.
investigators said his actions were disproportionate and immature, but did not rise to the level of a criminal threat. So I guess you could say, I will fucking kill you and then spit on you, but it's not really a threat.
Yeah. Try that with a cop.
And every Friday you shoot jism on me, and I wouldn't be able to get you.
But I'm never like, I fucking kill you.
No, you don't. You say, I love you.
Yeah.
Speaking of Bieber this week, he made a big stink in China, on the Great Wall of China. I don't know if you saw this photograph or not. He was there on Monday in a promotional campaign, performing there as well. He took a tour of one of the great wonders of the world, the Great Wall of China. He got there and decided he did not want to walk the Great Wall of China. That's one of the great things that you do when you get there. You say, I have walked along the paths that for thousands of years people have walked. I have walked the Great Wall of China. He chose not to walk the Great Wall of China. Instead, he got on the shoulders of his bodyguards. Let's throw the picture up. This is Bieber sitting on the shoulders of his bodyguards as they carried him the length of the Great Wall, as opposed to walking it.
If only each one of them grabbed a leg and made a wish.
Yes. You could not pay me enough to be his security guard if that's what it entails.
It's just so fucking, like, demeaning and unnecessary. And
like he's the grand poobah.
The only thing that would have made it worse if he was like, get me a rickshaw.
Feed me an egg roll.
I'm glad we have so many Canadians in the audience tonight. Don't like it's not your fucking fault, all right? Your national disappointment, yes. Ours is how we treated the Native Americans. Yours is Justin Bieber. Our national shame. We've got the Native American slavery. That wasn't a good one. And you guys have Bieber.
Canada's list is so fucking short. They're just like, we had no shame until this kid.
Sorry. We're doing okay. We gave you Gretzky. Michael Woods is a very popular DJ. He was performing last night in South Korea, performing in front of a huge crowd, when Justin Bieber showed up shirtless, natch.
Oh, that's so hot.
Surrounded by his security, pushed their way up to the DJ booth and started demanding that this DJ, Michael Woods, start playing hip-hop. Apparently he was playing electronic dance music or something else. Here is his recount of the story. It's fascinating. His army of heavily security let's go one more time.
Starting to sound like Kanye, man.
I bought some Gucci slippers. I'm a creative genius. I know you're not supposed to say that, but I say it, and I mean I'm positive about it. Justin Bieber and his army of heavily security muscle made their way to the booth halfway through my set in South Korea demanding hip-hop. I told him to fuck off and put some clothes on. I don't know who Michael Woods is, but he's my new best friend. That's when he took a shot at my tour manager, threw a punch at the tour manager, and instantly fled behind a wall of even more of his security. Next time you want to take a cheap shot at my tour manager, Justin Bieber, make sure you stick around to follow it through instead of running off like a little pussy, he wrote on his own website.
Why didn't he hit the guy that said the comment instead of like, so this dude says fuck off and put a shirt on.
Right.
And instead of hitting that dude, he's like,
yeah, exactly. And he ran like a track star. Yeah. So, he's a douche. Sorry, Canada. You don't have a lot of them, but when you have them, boy, they're fucking big.
we got some of our own up here.
Yes, that's right. We're all sold out up here for douchebags.
Bieber did something nice this week, which kind of threw me for a loop initially. No, sir, he didn't die. He was in Guatemala.
I want that guy and the other guy to do Babble-On, man.
You should take a seat.
I'm ready to watch. Watch out for this mic.
Yeah, you might want to share this one. Can we help a brother out? He was in Guatemala helping some impoverished kids build a school, apparently. He was with a nonprofit organization called Pencils of Promise, which sounds like the worst ABC after-school special ever. And they built schools, apparently, for poor kids. He was there in Guatemala, and I thought initially I'd have to say something nice about him. But the minute he got there, and the press was there, it was sort of a press event, he whipped off his shirt, and he was the only guy at the event shirtless walking around the impoverished zone.
So everyone else is like broke, like...
rubbing his nipples.
With no shirt on whatsoever?
Everyone else was working. They were building a school, and it was hot out, but everyone else had a shirt on, not him. He was shirtless. Then he gave one of the kids his sneakers. He took them off his feet and gave them to a local child while people took pictures. So I get the sense that, I hate to be cynical, but I get the sense that maybe this was a bit of a image rehab for him.
Oh, that's right, because he's been doing weird shit like being carried on the Great Wall of China and whatnot. And so this is a nice international incident where he's just like, I'm going to take my shirt off and give sneakers away.
Right, and push a wheelbarrow. And then, however, he can't hide his true self. Later on, he got up on a balcony and spit on the poor kids. So, invariably.
This is for Canada, yo.
Yo.
Swag.
Sit back, relax, and enjoy, ladies and gentlemen, because we got about an hour's worth of Justin Bieber here to get through.
This is going to be fun for me. I've been in production all week, so I have paid no attention to entertainment news.
Bieber has been terrorizing South America. That's all I can tell you. Let me take you through it. But first, let's kick things off.
Justin Bieber, nobody fucking needs ya. You wanna know why? I'll tell you why. 'Cause you're a little cunt.
That's right, Justin Bieber. Let me take you through the past week of Justin Bieber. It reads like a police blotter in terms of what he went through. First of all, he was not busted by the cops, but busted by a prostitute in Panama by having sex with a Panamanian prostitute. She went to the press and told her story. Okay, so he's in Panama. He pays this girl $500.
Hold on a second. Turn the lights down.
Stop it. It's not sexy. Don't listen to him. He'll touch me under the table if you do that. Panamanian prostitute goes to the press and says, here's what happened. I was at a nightclub at 3 a.m. Justin Bieber rolls in with his entourage, picks up 10 of us, and takes them back to the hotel. Apparently they were dispersed amongst his entourage, but this lucky lady got to be with Justin Bieber. Here's her interview. Here's her interview. We went back to the hotel where he began kissing my nose and face.
Ooh, that's cute.
It's not cute.
Why? He's being tender. He's from Canada.
He's not an Eskimo. You don't have to kiss noses.
Maybe he's a virgin.
He asked me in English if I wanted all of his semen.
I guess he's not a virgin.
I don't understand English, but my friend was translating, she said.
So he probably didn't say, do you want all my semen?
He probably said, do you want all my swag? Swaggy jizz?
He probably said, if somebody's translating, usually when they translate, it's an approximate. So he probably said something like, you want to eat my cock or something, right?
Maybe.
Not like, who walks into a prostitute who's like, would you like to consume my semen?
They had sex for
all of it.
Every last drop, eh? It's like maple syrup, eh?
Here's your double-double.
We had sex for about an hour, she said.
Well, that's pretty good. I have sex for like 7 minutes max.
Yeah.
And that's if I haven't fucked for a month.
She was asked regarding his penis size and said he didn't have a... Listen to you. Yeah, that's what I want to know.
I think that's what we all want to know, the detail.
She said he didn't have a very big or very small one. I believe it was so-so, medium. I didn't say, whoa.
I have something in common with Justin
Yes,
Bieber.
You do. She claims I did everything with him. He had me in all the positions.
There's a woman back there who's just suddenly learned there's more than one position.
What? There's more than just his hands around my throat? Me bordering on unconscious?
Oh, that's dark.
The reporter asked, where did he orgasm? On my breast, she said.
Oh, check him out, man.
Yeah. He gave her $500 and then returned her and friends to the nightclub. Gave him a ride back to the club. That's nice.
I mean, in terms of like an exchange of money for flesh, fairly polite.
That's just hooker number one this week.
Oh, you got another?
Then Bieber went to a brothel in Brazil. This is after Panama. He's on to Brazil. He's in Rio de Janeiro at a popular whorehouse there called Centauros. The press found out he was there, and so his entourage tried to sneak him out of the building. He's got the worst fucking security team ever. Because if you want to sneak somebody out of a building, you know what you don't do? You don't cover them in a giant white sheet in the middle of the night and try to sneak them into an SUV. Unless you're at a KKK rally, that doesn't work. Here's a photo of them trying to sneak Justin out of the brothel.
Who's the librarian?
This lady here?
Yeah. I'm the Canadian ambassador. Sorry.
We're escorting Justin to the whorehouse. Yeah, they say he was distinguished because of the tattoo he's got around his wrist that they saw in some of the photos, his signature sneakers that he was wearing that they saw in some of the photos, and by the fact that he's Justin fucking Bieber. That's how they identified him. He took 2 girls with him out of the whorehouse. They were brought to his hotel, and
he had fucking home delivery?
Yes. Well, it was to go. It was to go. He got a to-go order. He said, "Put that in a paper bag for me. Hey, I'll be taking that home." Brought 2 girls back to his hotel. Now his entourage, his press people, his reps say that they weren't hookers. They were just fans. Well, one of his fans took a video this week of her leaving him after she fucked him and he was asleep on the bed.
No! Get the fuck out of here, really?
It's a real quick 15-second video, so we'll play it a couple times, but this is the fan in Brazil that he brought out of the whorehouse, because, fans hang in whorehouses. He's asleep on the bed. She's shooting a little souvenir video of herself and Justin. Here's the video.
This is like the fucking Zapruder film.
Yes, it is.
Of celebrity fuck tapes,
yes.
Man.
Here he is on the bed.
Aww.
With his baseball cap. There's the hooker. There he is again. There she is. Blows him a kiss, and she's out the door. Yeah.
Is that what a hooker does?
Blow you a kiss and leave with your money? It's just, maybe in your case.
That is weird, man. It's weird.
Now, of course, his team rushed a denial out to the press saying she is not a prostitute. Well, unfortunately, they forgot that there's the internet. And so this woman has been tracked down. Her name is Tatiana Neves Barbosa. She is 26 years old, and they may be right, because she is the 2012 Miss Bikini Wellness of Brazil. Miss Bikini Wellness is quite a title. Miss Bikini Wellness. Was that held by a vitamin factory? She's a part-time bodybuilder, part-time actress, part-time go-go dancer, and prostitute. Yes, that's the part of the bio that they didn't read. Here's a photo of her. This is her work photo. This photo was put in a magazine, a men's magazine called Private, which is a gentleman's magazine for men who are looking for, let me see what the word is for here, prostitutes, yeah. She was advertising her services in the pages of Private, the magazine, and that's where egotastic.com found all of her information. But by all accounts, she is a prostitute.
So now, but it's not like against the law over there, is it?
I do not believe it is, no. But young girls everywhere are going, ew.
I don't know if they heard the previous report about the nose kissing and shit like that. If I was a young girl, I'd be like, now I want to fuck him even more.
Or now I want to be a prostitute.
And make that math jump.
Then Justin Bieber was reportedly wanted for arrest in Brazil after he sprayed graffiti all over a public building.
I fucked a hooker.
Apparently Justin Bieber likes to tag buildings. He likes to spray paint graffiti on buildings. And he went to the local authorities and said, I would like to spray paint on a building.
Swag tag.
And they said, okay, you can spray paint this abandoned sports facility, and that's it. We'll give you one wall. Do it. So he got there and said, no, I don't want to do this. And then ended up doing a different building. And the Brazilian authorities were like, fuck. It doesn't mean you can just spray paint all over our country if you want. You have to pick one place. He didn't, and they were very upset with him. They want to charge him with defacing a building or urban monument by graffiti or other means.
So they gave him a building to tag, and he was like, not good enough. I want to tag.
I'm going to do this. Here's a shot of him spraying graffiti on the building. There he is.
He's so hardcore, man. Hey, look. He's wearing his hooker hat. Same hat. And earlier in the week, he was in Colombia, and he also spray painted a building in Colombia with the words "Free Breezy" on it. Breezy is his friend Chris Brown, and it was his political statement saying Chris Brown should be let out of jail for having punched that guy in the face. So here he's defending a woman beater with some graffiti in Colombia. Is there anything this guy can do right? Well, he got his comeuppance this week in Sao Paulo. While he was doing his South American tour, he was on stage where he showed up an hour and 20 minutes late to get on stage for everybody who had been waiting for him.
Well, he's got a line of hookers waiting for him.
And a lot of spray paint to do.
Yeah.
He also was charging select fans $1,000 to get a meet and greet with Justin Bieber. He kept those people waiting 3 hours before he showed up. He was on stage in Brazil. There was a Brazilian flag that was thrown up on the stage. He kicked it off the stage, which made some people very unhappy, especially the person who threw the water bottle and hit him in the face.
Oh.
Bieber was hit in the face with a full water bottle, and the microphone was knocked out of his hands.
No.
Would you like to see his reaction?
Fuck yes.
Let's take a look. We'll show it a couple times.
Oh, shit.
Bieber walked off the stage, never to return. The audience stayed there for half an hour chanting his name, but eventually the lights came up and the Brodies came out and they started packing up the equipment.
I mean, to be fair, we're on stage right now. You wouldn't want to get hit in the face with a fucking bottle of water.
That's true, but I never graffitied in favor of a woman beater before.
I agree.
So
I think that's absolutely
I think if you
repellent.
spray paint on Chris Brown's behalf, you deserve a water bottle in the face.
I'm with you.
However, for the record, I have fucked a few hookers, so let's let that be the case. I got crabs from a hooker once. That will put you right off of hookers.
How'd you cook them?
You remember the girl who took the cell phone video of Justin while he slept after she left his...
we watched it here.
After she left his hotel room?
It was him sleeping in the bed, and she was kind of heading out, and she panned to him and then panned to herself.
Yeah, she was a prostitute. Unless you ask Justin Bieber's people, and then they say she was just a girl he invited to an after party who stayed too long. Well, it turns out she has a history above and beyond prostituting and posing for pictures. She's also a porn star in Brazil.
The fuck out of here, really?
She has a series of videos, a website called hotmovies.com, the imaginatively titled hotmovies.com.
How'd she score that title, man? That's a pretty cool.
That would have gone early on in the .com boom.
Yeah.
They've released re-released a film of hers taking advantage of the fact that she's now famous because of shooting that video. Her name is Tati Neves, and this is the poster for the new movie. This is real. We didn't make this up. This is Justin Bieber's Brazilian girlfriend. She has a series of videos. In this particular video, I am not shitting you, she has sex with a bunch of guys on a soccer field because the Brazilians love their fucking soccer. So much so that they want to have sex on the field. I brought you a still store from one of the scenes from the movie. This is apparently in the locker room or something. This is her there. Can we bring the lights down so people can see better? There we go. This is the only scene I could show you that really was decent. And I don't think it's a porn movie at all. I think this gentleman's just trying to help her keep her tan by moisturizing her ass with some sort of lubricant.
I would like to end the show early.
No, sir, we cannot.
Then can you give me 5 minutes to hit the bathroom?
No.
Then fuck it, it's happening here.
Oh, come on. After the release of these images, Bieber's camp released the statement that Justin never touched the girl, they say.
Meaning she did all the work? What an insensitive clod.
Or he's a eunuch, one or the other. I mean, you have a Brazilian hooker porn star in your room. You're touching her, right?
Unless you're like one of those hands-free people. Who's just like, you do everything.
He's a germaphobe?
Yeah.
You think?
Jason Mewes. Don't ask how I know.
All right. You beat me to it. Speaking of Justin, apparently his concert tour in Australia starts on November the 26th. It's right around the corner. Justin has a problem, however. No one is buying tickets to his shows in Australia.
Oh, really?
According to the people who do ticket resale, and that's a big business for scalpers, I guess you can call them. They buy tickets at face value, and then they put them up on the web, whatever, at double the value, and they make a ton of money that way. They're complaining because no one is buying Justin Bieber tickets in Australia. Many of the tickets are selling for half the original price that they bought them at, including seats in the front 4 rows that are priced at $79. They can't move them. No one is buying those tickets. They say since the visit to the Brazilian brothel story broke, sales have dropped 23%. They dropped another 18% when that video popped out of the girl videotaping it before she left the room.
Why? Or is his audience younger kids?
Here's the thing. 13-year-old girls don't want to go see a syphilis-ridden Justin Bieber who sleeps with Brazilian hookers. They're rejecting him outright, and they're saying, oh, look at One Direction's over here. They seem British and nice. I'm going to go look at their show.
They're out of your minds. This made him way more interesting to me.
Yes, but are you going to buy the tickets to
No.
go see him? No. His bread and butter is prepubescent girls.
Wow.
And they think he's disgusting now. And he did spit on them from a balcony. So that happened too.
Look at that, man. The Australians showing way more sense than us.
But my favorite story of Justin Bieber of the week is he had a party last Friday night, and everyone who came to the party at his house had to sign a confidentiality agreement.
The fuck out of here is like an Eyes Wide Shut party.
No.
Motherfuckers in masks with canes and shit.
No, it was a regular party, but when you came in, they handed you a form that said you agreed not to tweet, text, phone, Facebook, record, write, or in any other manner discuss what went on inside his home.
Okay.
If you did any of the above, you'd be hit with a $3 million lawsuit.
It said that on the piece of
$3 million was the number on the form. That you would be fined $3 million if you violated the agreement.
Arbitrary. How do you think they came up with it? They were like, $1 million's not scary enough because if you took a picture, you could sell it to a tabloid for $1 million. Yeah. So probably 3.
Yeah.
Based on the fact that no tabloid has paid that much for something for him.
Yeah. Here's another deal. You can have a party where people won't fucking rat you out to the press, and then you wouldn't have to have anybody sign anything. But I guess he has so many strangers coming to his house that he had to put a $3 million bounty on anyone who would give any facts out about his parties.
What do you think's going on?
Well, he's not touching Brazilian hookers. I know that much. Justin Bieber continues his reign of terror across the globe. Now he's in Australia, Gold Coast of Australia, doing his tour down under. And he's graffitiing everywhere he goes. That's what he's doing. He was at this hotel. Someone just hoot for graffiti? What's that all about, indeed? He's at the Gold Coast in Australia, and he tagged a hotel that he was staying at. Got out the spray cans and painted up graffiti on the hotel. The people there were not pleased, apparently, least of all the mayor of South Coast Australia, Tom Tate. I don't know if you saw it or not, but he released a video this week addressing Justin Bieber. I brought it in for you because I don't know where this guy comes from or how I go about it, but I'm going to move to Australia just to vote for him.
Mayor Tom Tate here from Australia's Gold Coast. You know, I've got a message for pop princess Justin Bieber. We love your music, but we hate your graffiti and your vandalism here in our city. Mate, you've got 2 choices. Come back and clean up your mess, or come back and sing at the Mayor's Christmas Carol this Saturday on the 7th of December at Broadwater Parklands. If everyone agrees with me, you can call the hotel, the number's on the screen, let them know that they should get out there and get Justin back to clean it up. Use Skype, it's a lot cheaper. Make me a believer. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Right on,
This guy calling him on his shit, saying, come back and clean up the hotel. You can do what you want, but come back and clean up. Or come to my singing event on Saturday. I thought that was kind of cheesy, having him show up at his publicity event. You just should have said, listen, you fucking cunt. Come back and clean that up. Oi. Boomerang, didgeridoo.
And of course,
koala.
Top it off with, that's not a knife.
That's right. Should have thrown all the cliches in there. Justin in the news this week because he released a new single. I didn't know this, but he's been releasing a new single every week. Yes. Every week he's been releasing a new single. He's putting together a whole album, but he's releasing it single by single on iTunes, apparently.
For like Advent or something?
No. No, because he's trying to build interest in his new album. So every week you get a little new taste of Justin.
Right.
Which I rented last week, and it's not a good film. You don't want to see that. This week's single is a song called Confident.
Okay.
And here's a little taste of that new track.
She started dancing, sexual romantic, nasty but she fancy, lipstick on my set.
Stop it. Not every song needs that.
She's got my attention, she's confident, oh no.
Yeah, that's the new shit from Justin Bieber. But in respect to the release, he did an interview, which is the reason we talk about him this week, where he says, and this is a fucking quote, "People don't get to see me living as a 19-year-old boy. I'm still finding myself. And when I have the media attacking me every day, it's no different than bullying that happens in schools." So we're bullying him by talking about him in the way that we do. There's a very angry woman back there. Justin's mom is here and she's not pleased. My son is an asshole. Yes, I agree with him. It's exactly the same. Pissing in a bucket or spitting on your fans off a balcony, if we say you're an asshole, it's the same thing as telling the kid you sit next to in gym class that he stinks and he's a loser.
And pissing things you're not supposed to and spitting on people, that's bully behavior.
Yes, exactly.
So actually,
and he
more
should
the
be
bully.
called out for it.
Yeah.
He said, "Of course, I make mistakes, and I'm not perfect. People forget I'm a human being. And I have to make mistakes to grow stronger. Like sleeping with Brazilian hookers. I have to do that to grow stronger. If I don't go to whorehouses in Sao Paulo, how will I ever grow up to be a good man? Having sex with hookers is swag, yo." Regarding the stories about his behavior, he said, "A lot of stuff has been confused. I've been on tour, so no one really knows what I'm doing out here." Yes, we do.
Yeah, they've been reporting
We've
on it.
seen the pictures and the videos of exactly what you've been doing. Well, but Bieber knows about bullying because he has been the victim of our bullying for some time now, which I thought made this next story interesting. In Australia, a hotel guest at Perth's Hyatt Regency lodged a formal complaint with the hotel because of Justin Bieber's behavior. He and his crew were all swaggy by the pool, and there were 4 teenage girls sunning themselves when Justin Bieber approached them. Helen Robinette is the name of the other hotel guest who complained to the hotel and also told the press about this story. Here's her quote. "There were 4 young girls in bikinis. One girl was gorgeous looking with long dark hair, and I would have guessed her to be about a size 14. Justin looked at her and said, 'What are you, Hawaiian or something?' She said, 'No, I'm not.' Then he said, 'You look like a beached whale.'
The fuck out of here.
You should go on The Biggest Loser," he said to this teenage girl.
What a dick, man. God damn it. Why? How? She's a teenager.
Yeah.
Can't that get out to other teenagers and have, because that's who supports this dude's act, right?
Yeah.
It's teenagers. I mean, come on, that's just verbally abusive.
Helen continues, the girl looked deflated after the abuse. The girl was almost in tears after the exchange. I saw the girl and her friends leave downcast, says Helen Robinette. That's when I made a formal complaint to the hotel. The hotel, by the way, said, "We can't control the behavior of our guests. We're sorry."
That is absolutely bullying behavior.
But it's the same thing as us picking on him, Kevin.
When I was, this is here, man. You shared a little tender memory about your mom. I'll share a little tender memory, and I might have talked about it on the show. But when I was 9, I went to Long Branch. They used to in New Jersey. They had this big amusement pier.
Sure.
One of the things they had was a slide, a water slide, and there were 3 lanes, and like some were curvier than others. But it was fucking fun as hell when you were a 9-year-old kid, even a fat 9-year-old kid. So there I am as a fat 9-year-old kid. Man, I don't even care that you have to climb up all these stairs to get to the top of this thing, because the ride down is just fucking amazing. Life is easy and free and shit like that. Your whole life's ahead of you when you got nothing but a water slide to look down, man.
That's true.
So there I am climbing up the stairs. This will probably be my third time down. They did a lifeguard switch at the top. There's a dude at the top, sometimes a lady, but mostly it was a dude, who goes, go, stop, all right, go. Stop, all right, go, to make sure that the kids just don't 69 and scissor the whole way down.
Although that'd be a much better ride, I think.
Very erotically charged. So there I am, 9 years old, and there's a new dude up at the top and whatnot. And I'd already gone twice, and the person who had been up there was like an older guy, and he was very sweet, nice guy. This was a younger dude, man. Looked to be about, 18, 19, 20, something like that. I couldn't tell. I was a pup. So my cousin goes first. Johnny goes down the slide. He's like, stop. And then the guy looks at me, and he goes, I don't know if we can let you go. And I said, why? And he goes, pregnant ladies can't ride the slide.
Son of a bitch.
And that was and then he goes, I'm just kidding, go. And then I fucking went on my mat and went down the saddest fucking
Oh. Come here.
Landed in the pool at the bottom.
Sad Hulk music.
But the point of that story is this, man. I used to enjoy going to fucking water parks and shit. Never thought about that crap one iota. That never entered my mind because I didn't sit there, look at other people and judge them and shit.
You're just having a good time.
Having a good time. That motherfucker changed my entire life. I've never not gone into a body of water without a shirt on. So I'm the fat guy in the pool who wears a fucking shirt because some jackass stranger, when I was 9, made a comment. This is fucking tantamount to the same thing. This motherfucker calling a 14-year-old girl, you're not more sensitive on the planet than a fucking 14-year-old girl, except maybe a 9-year-old fat boy.
Yes. Who's a pussy.
Yeah. Oh, I think about it all the time, dude. I really do. Like, fuck, if I could just find that dude now and be like, fucking guess what? I was not a pregnant lady, but I got a lady pregnant. And may I add, Clerks. I wouldn't even pull that out.
Yeah, you should. You're right, because this woman added on her story, I skipped over it, but I do want to, in relation to what you said, say she works in fashion. She's in the marketing and fashion. And she said, I work in style and fashion, and I know how women view their bodies and what body image issues women have. That kind of comment can have serious impact and repercussions. That's why I'm so angry about it. I'm bloody angry, she said.
You ain't kidding. And also, the person making the comment is somebody who has been rewarded multiple times by life. So that then makes you go like, fuck, well, this dude's winning left and right, and he's free to say this kind of shit, and fucking, who am I, ... That's horrible, man.
She said when he made the comment about the beach whale, everyone heard. There was silence. It was almost as if his security were used to it, she said. No one said, that's not cool or nothing. They didn't even laugh. They just sort of looked the other way.
It blows my mind that this kid's Canadian. He's not representative of...
I know, they're so nice usually.
Every Canadian I've ever met, man. Even the angry ones are just like, I'm so mad, eh?
Right.
You know, like...
Never the hockey players, like, shake hands after they fight on the ice. Like, hey, that was a good punch you hit me in the face with there.
Bobby Clark, a Philadelphia Flyer who fucking busted the fucking ankle of one of the Russian players during the 72 Summit Series and shit. Still nicer.
This next email is from Damien from Sydney, Australia. You probably know him. And it's a very small country, Australia. This is great because you know what? We're finally official. We're like a real thing now. We're getting scoops from people about celebrities right here on Hollywood
They're
Babble-On.
coming to us first? We don't have to fucking go scrape them off TMZ?
We don't have to steal from them any longer.
Right
no.
on.
Damien writes, I work at a recording studio in Sydney, Australia. After listening to the previous week's episode about Justin Bieber's attempt to piss off our entire country, I thought I would share my own story. I work at Studios 301, and it's used by very high-profile musical clients who usually behave themselves and respect the studio. But this little scrotum seemed to go out of his way to mistreat the place. Aside from the standard pop princess diva attitude and demands...
Wait, this is from Australia?
This is from Australia.
Let's let her read it in her voice.
All right.
Where were you?
It's 2 pages long.
It's okay. Where were you? It was right about here. Aside from the standard.
Aside from the standard, yeah.
Right where my finger is, aside. Yeah. Can you read? Right. There you go, yeah. Yes, excellent point. Thank you, lady in the back. You gotta go back to the scrotum. You're in America now. Go right to the scrotum.
But this little scrotum seemed to go out of his way to mistreat the place. Aside from the standard pop princess diva attitude and demands one would expect, he acted like a complete dick with no respect for staff or facilities.
Ooh, I like the way they say deek.
Dick.
It's almost like at the end of a cartoon. Deek.
While inside the studio, he lit up a joint, and I do mean in the studio, surrounded by several $1 million worth of highly sensitive electronic sound equipment.
Well, hold on. What's wrong with this?
You can't just smoke pot anywhere you want to, Kevin.
In Australia.
It's illegal.
Sensitive equipment. That's why I don't want you to smoke.
Fair enough.
Okay. When the engineer asked him to take it outside, he refused and smoked several more throughout the session. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy a joint myself, and it's nothing new at the studio that records a lot of hip-hop artists, but even the dumbest shitheads know to do it outside.
Page 2.
There's more.
Page 2. Justin asked the engineer if he could tag the studio, was refused, then waited for the engineer
Tag the studio? He wanted to fuck the studio?
He wanted to spray paint it, graffiti.
Tag.
He wanted to put graffiti in the studio, this very expensive studio.
That makes more sense. I was like, he's lost his mind.
So the studio, he was refused, then waited for the engineer to leave the room before spray painting his initials on the back of the rack mounting cabinet used to hold some of the incredibly sensitive outboard processors worth more than I make in 3 years. I include a photo for your appreciation.
Oh.
And Damien sent in a picture of Justin Bieber's tag of his studio. This is the back of some very expensive equipment. Justin Bieber took out a can of spray paint, and he hit the back of the studio with that.
First off, before the hate, a little love for the reading.
Yes, Ann, that was wonderful. If you wouldn't mind, I'd like you to read the rest of the show. I'm on vacation, she said, yeah. Yeah.
But back to him. Why? Why would you do that, man? Maybe
because he can't help himself from being a cunt.
What kind?
You fucking cunt.
There you go.
Before we get to the week's show business news, it's really quickly, it's time to give out the Chelsea Award, as we do each and every year. At the end of the year, we like to pick the entertainer who is the biggest douchebag that we could possibly think of. Chelsea, of course, named after Chelsea Handler. The year's most talentless cunt, of course, in the British sense, you fucking cunt, is given to the person who just could not help themselves but just be an irreconcilable asshole. Kim Kardashian is nominated. Let's take a look at the nominees this year as we look at the Chelsea Award. There it is, in case you want a closer look.
That's hot.
It is kind of hot, isn't it? Here is your nominees for the Chelsea Award. This year's nominees: Courtney Stodden, I think last year's winner. She's nominated again. Of course, now that she's divorced from her husband, Doug Hutchinson.
Please, no applause for these people.
Yeah, please hold your applause until the end of the nominee list. Farrah Abraham, backdoor teen mom Farrah Abraham. Big runner. Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber nominated this year.
Is this his first year nominated?
It's his first year nominated, but boy, did he have a great year. He worked his ass off this year to get into the running for this award.
It's going to be tough to beat him.
It sure is. However, Kim Kardashian, she is once again present, trying to make her run at the Chelsea Award this year. And finally, for the 2013 Chelsea Award, the last nominee, Kanye West. Kanye West.
Oh, fucking here, far away from him, you're like, I'm putting him on this fucking list.
How dare you?
I'll show him. But in the room, you're just like, I love your music.
Stop it. I'm going to announce the winner. Can I get a little fanfare, a little award show fanfare? And the winner of this year's 2013 Chelsea Award goes to Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber, everyone. Justin couldn't be here tonight to accept the award, but we'd like to accept it on Justin's behalf.
I'll say a few words for him.
All right, sure.
I worked really hard for this.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well done. Congratulations, Justin. Well earned, sir. Well earned. Think about it. Look at how much work he put into it to win the award this year. First of all, he fucked you. That was one part of it. But pissing in a bucket and spitting on his fans and calling a 14-year-old girl in a bathing suit a whale, telling her she needed to go to The Biggest Loser.
I heard that's
tagging
not
everything.
True, though. I read up on that story, and they can't verify the whole whale story. Then there was a PS to the story with like, and that girl killed herself.
Well, that for sure was a spoof.
And then it turns out like the first half of it wasn't even true. It was a chick who I guess felt like he didn't acknowledge her when she was there, so he kind of she made up the story. This is what I just read last week.
Hey, Wizard of Oz, don't pull back the curtain, all right?
Oh, believe me, he did plenty of shit.
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
He did plenty to earn the award, though.
Since he just won the award, it's only appropriate, I think, that we start with Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber. Nobody fucking needs ya. You wanna know why? I'll tell you why. 'Cause you're a little cunt.
You fucking cunt. Now he has the award to prove it that he's a little cunt.
Earned it finally, his title.
It was almost a Christmas miracle. Almost. When we all saw that tweet on the 24th of December where Justin Bieber announced, can we throw it up? My beloved believers, I'm officially retiring.
That was fast.
My heart skipped a beat. I was very excited until the following statement was released by his representatives. Justin is a hardworking 19-year-old who would prefer that his recent fundraising work in the Philippines and considerable amount raised for that cause be the focus of media's attention more than the recent reporting on him retiring. Well, how could we keep that story from taking over the media? Well, don't fucking tweet that you're retiring. They also said, regarding this recent tweeting about retirement, Justin felt this was the best way to respond to the latest in a long line of wildly exaggerated reports about him.
So he was just like, if they're going to say that I called the chick a whale and she killed herself, fuck you, I'm taking my ball and going home.
No, I'll say I'm retiring and I'll make up my own lies and that'll teach them. But all it did was make a bunch of 10-year-old girls sad. That's all it did.
Were they sad?
Like that 10-year-old girl back there.
Were they even sad?
They were, because some girls saying, no, please, Justin, don't. And so he had to tweet again. This is what he tweeted after that. The media talks a lot about me. They make up a lot of lies and want me to fail, but I'm never leaving you. Being a believer is a lifestyle.
It's a choice now?
It's a choice, yes. However, there is hope, thanks to Anne and her fellow countrymen in Australia. Bieber's new album dropped in Australia this week, and it sold 4,067 copies.
Wow.
I'm sorry, Justin. We do have some parting gifts for you, though. We've got this that you can take home. Yeah, wow. 4,067 copies. This is the country. Australia's really turned their back on him because he was such an asshole there. He was tagging all the buildings and stuff. Remember all that stuff?
Yeah, but how do they sit down and sensibly talk to their children so that their kids are like, we don't like them either?
I don't think they have to. I think the kids just got it on their own. Plus, they're busy out there spearing fish and stuff and everything. Quietly, let's look at this snake while it's making its way to its parents. They all do that stuff, don't they? Then, next thing you know, manta ray right through the chest. She's laughing, and she's from there.
We're all trying to have a good time, and
it was like 1978 when that happened. Stop it.
4,067 albums.
4,067 sales nationally in Australia, and that's a big fucking country.
I feel good right
admittedly,
now,
a lot of them listen to this music.
4,067. We did a +1 album this year that we only made 5,000 copies of, a record.
Right.
And then sold out of them.
Yeah.
That was 5,000. He only sold 4,067. I beat Justin Bieber, man.
Yeah.
In this one small window. Thank you.
There you go, Kevin.
Well, like I said before, I worked really hard.
Justin Bieber. Nobody fucking needs